was inside of my auditorium, and as I was setting everything up, I was listening to NPR. When NPR was going, they just said it's like, yeah, and this specific evangelist from Florida. Somebody just went into the great beyond. Did we lose Thulu? I guess not. Okay. Well,
And we're live.
hi everybody, we're live. Sorry for the delay. We have cams today, and those things always take me a ridiculous amount of time, and they never work. And also, we're still trying to rescue Thu from the river. So, hey, we got him. He's in the boat.
I'm back.
All right. So, welcome everybody. This is the Vereldium ongoing campaign. I am your DM Bazarkus. These are my players. You can see their beautiful faces and beautiful backgrounds and hear their beautiful voices. And some of them even have the beautiful modulation to their voices today, which is going to be wild. This is an ongoing 5th edition campaign. Very, very, very homebrew. This is a community-based game, so you yourself can play in this game with us. You can either play as the Vanguard, who are going to be our 5 players here today. We have joining us today Black Irish 19, Horsenio, Mad God Thulu, Rose Kai Kai, and Lord Geyser 21. Or you can play as our Ravenous, who are going to play as the monsters that provide all of the challenges for our Vanguard to overcome. Those are with longtime friends of the stream, Carotan87 and Nub Muffins. If you would like to join right up here. The link is right at the top. This is our Discord. You can go in for lots of free content and lots of other wonderful things. This is very, very homebrew. So one thing that we do that's special that's homebrew is inspiration, which is tarot cards. There are 4 ways that our players can use inspiration. They can turn it in and re-roll any dice that they have rolled, any dice whatsoever. They can gift it to another player, and they can re-roll any dice that they have just rolled. They can force myself or the Ravenous to re-roll anything that we've just rolled. Or, sorry, just got to do a little camera adjustment. Or they can tempt fate. They tell me to flip the card up, and whatever concept is on the other side of this card is going to affect the party at some point during the game. This can be very good. This can be very bad. For instance, Haldus has drawn the card that levels you up twice. So he is 2 levels higher than the campaign, than anybody else in the campaign. For this, if you are interested to come through, by all means, please do. We're a wonderful community. And this is our 40th episode. Our episode right now is just now going through a midlife crisis. And hopefully you guys will enjoy this just as much as I am and get lost in the storyline. We have 5 returning players, but we have a new original character, which crap, I've not labeled this correctly yet, so I'm gonna do that. Give me just a moment, and I promise I'll get that done. And that's my fault. I need to rename Agmar to actually be Waylon Thurston. I'm sorry. So these cameras take a long time, and they're a bit of a challenge for anybody who uses Streamlabs. So I would like to introduce our player characters today. Black Irish 19, would you be so kind as to introduce yourself and Maresh?
Hello everybody, I am Black Irish 19 here on Twitch, and this is my good friend Maresh, the Water Genasi Sorcerer. He's been on quite a few adventures here in this campaign, and I'm going to stop this crazy voice now.
This is my real voice. I'm just playing around today with voice mod.
Still the best investment I ever made for D&D. Next to, D&D Beyond and Roll20 subscriptions and things like that. Other than that, I'm great. Wonderful community manager, community loved by all, Horsenio, would you please introduce yourself and your original character, Keisha Bloodlust?
Good evening, everyone. I am Horsenio, and I have to point out Night Haze 95's other half, and I will be playing our resident adorable turtle, Keisha Bloodlust, who is a self-proclaimed Blood Knight who has seen death itself, with the markings of a giant crack on her shell to prove it. And in the hopes of ensuring no one else meets this being too soon, she is eager to showcase her abilities in order to protect her friends.
thank you again for all the work that you do, especially when it comes to note-taking and inventory management, because if it wasn't for you, I swear to God, I don't think half of our stuff would be logged in.
Of course, happy to help.
Okay. Mad God Thulu in an incredible costume today. Would you please be so kind to introduce yourself and your now corrected lower third, Waylon Thurston?
Well, I am the Mad God Cthulhu, and I shall be playing Waylon Thurston, a Order of the Scribe wizard and a great old one warlock, who might have some questionable. There might be some questions about his sanity. We'll see how it goes.
As with Call of Cthulhu, you know, the Cthulhu mythos, sanity is always a part of it. Which could actually be a fun mechanic, but maybe we should look into making something happen with that. Rose Kai, welcome back. And would you please be so kind as to introduce yourself and Nerbera?
Yes, my name is Rose Kai. I am a streamer here on Twitch, and I will be playing my Furball Ranger, Nabera, and my familiar is Mende, a Copper Dragon.
All right, thank you so much. And Lord Geyser21, would you please be so kind as to introduce yourself and Halvis?
Hi everyone, I am Lord Geyser 21, but here Halvis is my name, and how does it go? I forget.
And raising
Creating the undead
Yeah,
is
it is
my
his
is
game.
my game.
that we gotta workshop that a bit.
Nah.
As usual, I'm sporting a very stylish skeletal left arm and set with gems and carved with runes. I am the halfling necromancer.
Okay. Well, hello to all of you. Caroton87 and Nub Muffins are a power couple in our campaign, and they're going to be playing the Ravenous, which are going to be controlling all of the monsters that you see today. I will not be rolling for any of them. The only thing that I'll be doing is role-playing, and I'll be narrating the storyline as it goes. They will be doing... I'm sorry. Raleigh, Beat Music, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs for my beard. Okay. Wow, this is the most money I have ever made from not shaving. Well, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. So, in our last session, you all have continued the campaign of the Bloody Bloodies, searching for Iophanis. Iophanis being the vampire that had turned your friend the Quirky Butcher. And as you do your best to go through this very cursed manor house that is made for vampire and vampire spawn, you come across a woman draped in a peacock outfit named Oriana. As you do so, she seems unaffected by sunlight, but seems sultry. As she does, you meet her in many different occasions, both after a fight with some of the thralls of Iophan, and you also search the house to find a room where those who enter seem to have a horrid and very dangerous necroses happen to them. However, this does not appear to be the case, since you do have a necromancer who did send in a few of the skeletons and zombies, and that seems to be just fine. You were able to get some special items out of there. You very dangerously decided to remove their very, very expensive chandelier. And as you did so, it does cost a lot of money. You also stole their plate settings and their silverware and their crystal glasses, so you do have some things that you could sell off to make a bit of gold afterwards. After all, the Bugbear Brigade that you all currently have are quite expensive. As I was speaking with the caravan earlier in the day, oh my goodness. I just got the note to please bring my mic up a bit, and that does make sense because... All right, bud. Oh, I need to get my cats high, otherwise they're going to bother me all day. So this is my favorite catnip to throw at them.
I was gonna let you go through your whole spiel and then tell you.
Stop. Oh, no, no, no. You should always interrupt my spiel if my audio is bad. Otherwise, I have to say the whole spiel again. There you go, boys. Woo!
And which boy was it that turned you down?
Always Professor Plum. He's the one who likes to sleep on the most uncomfortable places like the knobs of a soundboard. Where was I? Does anybody remember what the hell I was talking about?
Nope.
Okay, perfect. No,
we got new stuff.
We stole their chandelier.
Bugbear expensive.
Okay. That's true. So the Bugbear Brigade was sent on a mission to be able to liberate the islet to the northeast with 2 windmills and 20 homes. And they did succeed. However, they did lose quite a few of their number. So even though they were successful, the casualties were above 15%. Not looking good. But if you know anything, you do know that there's plenty of mercenaries who are looking for work, especially in Chameleon's Cantina back in Vasel's Dalo. Dox is still keeping his ear to the ground, and as long as the coin is good, you could probably find sword arms. So, with that, does anybody have anything they'd like to add before we get started? Some of you may have... No, you little bastard. Get off it.
Back at it
That's your
again.
That is 1 for the swear jar.
Ow! All right.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank
I was.
Bless you.
Bless you
Bless
again.
you.
Okay, so that leads me to another thing that I need to explain to everybody. So you, the viewers, are also just a part of this caravan, just as much as our players and our Ravenous. If you look down at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen next to the chat box, you're going to see those little bubbles. Bless you again. You're going to see those little bubbles that are constantly accruing as you watch the stream. We call those trouble bubbles. So if you turn those in, you can gift the caravan wealth, supplies, alchemical bombs, weapons. You can gift them inspiration cards. You can send a healing yodel, which allows for a single D4's worth of healing to any character on the screen. You could add towards a community goal, like, bless you, to giving another spell to somebody else. Or to your Court Magister Ereziver, who is able to cast 1 single spell for you at any time during the session. Or you can gift it towards Chevalier Rescue Battalion, which if any of our characters meet the Reaper during during the session, they are not dead, but they can no longer participate in the session. But the character can come back, although heavily maimed. And then just good old healing potions. You're also going to see the Airship Bombardment, which allows for a fireball type roll. Same sort of D20. 10 or above, it hits all the enemies. Natural 20 is a critical hit. 9 or below, it hits everybody. Natural 1, it just hits you. The caravan. So, with that, you all are on the expedition, your newly built airship. You currently see Piney, your captain, and you see the kind of dejected and a little bit pride-hurt simulacrum of Dominic Felden, piloting the ship around the church and providing air cover and air support from the circling green and blue dragons. As long as that airship is there, they seem to keep their distance. Because before, you all messed them up. So, as you all are on this ship, you happen to notice that Halvis has been acting very strange lately. You notice that his skin is always sunburned, even when it's fairly overcast. You notice that his eyes are starting to turn a little bit more towards slit instead of round pupil. And you notice that his teeth are beginning to grow. Whenever he goes down to the mess, he only ever asks for meat. And he never asked for it to be cooked for very long. You've caught him once or twice sneaking raw meat from the larders. So, Caravan. Now that you are here, what is something that you would like to do while still on the ship?
I believe we wanted me to ritually cast Identify on the quiver, the quiver of arrows, or the quiver that was warm to the touch,
Yeah.
and the stuff in the mortar and pestle.
Okay, so you're going to ritually cast.
Yes.
Understood. I need for you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ooh.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Ooh.
As you're concentrating on this spell and as you're setting everything up for it, your brain is starting to be a little bit chaotic. Every time that you concentrate on a spell, you swear you can hear a voice. And it sounds very familiar to the voices that you were hearing inside that mansion. The spell goes off, and with no problems, you are able to identify the items. The quiver is a quiver of dragon essence. This is a fire quiver. By putting a quiver of arrows inside, within 1 hour's time, 20 arrows become 20 fire arrows. They are magic for the sake of bypassing magic resistance, and they add an extra d4 of damage once they hit. However, all arrows that are embedded within are destroyed. So after you fire the arrow, it is destroyed. However, a magic arrow, meaning an arrow +1 that you put into that, has a 50% chance of breaking, but will do a d10's worth of damage instead. And an arrow of slaying will do a d100 worth of damage.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
But also, an arrow of slaying is crazy rare and extremely expensive to make.
I'm assuming those arrow slaying do not get destroyed from being fired from this bow or quiver.
It does, actually, and that just is part of the magic of the arrow of slaying anyway. It only happens once. So if you ever need a precision strike, you could do that. It's very much a bunker buster. So if I ever throw a Tarrasque at you guys, not saying that it's ever going to happen, but it's probably going to happen at least within 20 episodes, I would be very, very interested in finding one of those specific items. So, as you identify the mortar and pestle, these are undead remains. There's no magic to them.
All right then.
What about the powder that was in the bowl?
Undead remains.
Huh.
Is there any other items that you would like for me to identify?
You said there was undead remains, right?
That is correct. Undead, the
Waylon
undead
is-
remains are. There is always a magic to the undead, so you can see that there is a necromancy to them. But you do know that these are just powdered bones, teeth, things like that.
Is there any like mummified skin or something like that?
Nothing that you see. All just a very fine powder. It has the consistency of talcum, so as you move it and manipulate it, a little bit does float in the air.
Okay.
I mean, since it's just normal undead remains, when Halvis touches it with his bone hand, does it still do the thingy?
When he touches that, it does. Caro, don't get ahead of yourself now. Oh, I see. You sent the message. I'm sorry. Just checking. Only because Horsenio said that at that exact moment. I thought you were being cheeky. Karo sent in an attack roll. Right as you said that.
Oh.
Oh,
I was like, don't
Like, are we-
be cheeky right now.
I'm about to say, are we gonna get attacked by this dust?
So
Would it be the weirdest thing to happen here?
wouldn't be the weirdest thing, but that's what you noticed so far. The mortar
Okay.
and pestle itself, the pestle is made of some kind of strange marble. It also has a necromancy to it.
I'd like to stick my skeletal pinky in the powder.
Okay.
Just the pinky.
You stick it in the powder, and as you stick it in there, you get this strange feeling coursing up your arm. It's like sort of like the feeling of holding hands with someone for the first time. You get a little rush of warmth and excitement going through your body.
Oh.
I'm not sure how this could be useful, although I am very worried about touching the pestle again. Because it was when I picked that up that my hand started to change.
Right. Grew this weird skin-like membrane.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because you said that at some point we did notice Halvis kind of sneaking raw meat, and we noticed a change in his complexion, right? All of us noticed that?
All of you
Yes.
notice it. It is impossible to hide.
Okay, so Keisha's gonna go up to Halvis and go, "Hi, Halvis. How are you feeling today?"
I'm feeling all right, but would prefer to get out of the sun. I haven't slept so well at night.
Oh, I also noticed that you've been, well, you look different, which I'm not gonna say is a bad thing. You look beautiful, but I noticed that you've been taking raw meat. That's not something you used to do, is it?
No, I've just acquired a taste for a little bit more rare delectables.
It seems awfully sudden, though.
I have a feeling that we need to go have a word with someone in that mansion before too long.
Okay. I'm sorry that the sunlight is hurting you, but I prefer the sky over the caves.
Okay. So there were other items that you found inside the house. Is there anything else you want to identify? Or also any of the other items that have been in key items in the Discord, link at the top, for probably a few months?
The what were they called? The agate stones?
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Those are just very
And
expensive stones.
I actually now remember where those were acquired just because I happened to have watched that episode like 2 days ago.
Always rewatching.
Go visit his YouTube.
Oh,
All
is it?
previous sessions.
Sure.
Link is not at the top.
Link is not at the top.
But
you
it
can find
is
the
in the
link to the Discord,
It's in the Discord, which is up top.
which is the link at the top.
Links are down here.
Is
We're great at segues.
there anything else we need identified while we have the moment?
Don't believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I looked through it pretty well the other day. I don't think I'm missing anything.
Okay. So, with that, Halvis, remember, you have 3 remaining undead that are waiting for you back at the Bloody Bloodies. So they're just not on here, but I did make the count, and there are 3 that remain. The other 5 were dispatched.
Very good damage sponges.
Very good damage sponges. Is there anything else you would like to do in the meantime?
After the conversation with Halvis, Keisha's gonna go to Wayland and go, "Hi, I don't remember you. Are you new here? Because if that's the case, hi, my name is Keisha Bloodlust, and I am a turtle. I am traveling with this group so I can make new friends, learn new things, and create amazing stories about our adventures for my future children to hear, just like my ancestors before me. I hope we can be great friends, and it's a pleasure to meet you."
Yes. I'm not quite sure, to be honest, how I got here. I remember seeing the dragon and the darkness, and then next thing I know, I'm here, and I was speaking to, I believe, Dominic. Actually, I was asking Dominic a question before Halvius came. Oh, and Dominic, my question still stands. Out of purely curiosity, if you don't mind, if you would be so kind to just to let me know.
Oh, sure. What was the question?
Just, I see you're missing parts, and I'm just wondering, can you be fixed?
Oh, yeah,
Are we-
definitely can be fixed. It's, just another simulacrum, or you could wish me better. You guys have that? Probably not, but maybe.
Not yet, but I'm working towards it.
But another simulacrum. I mean, Dom, are you even alive? I mean, do you feel pain? Are your memories first-hand memories, or do they feel fake, like someone gave you a book to read, or do you have wants? Can you love, or do you have an urge to live even?
All of those questions, the answer is yes. Are you guys hungry, by the way?
I could eat.
Okay. Corey! Get your butt up here! And as you're... you eventually see this, like, super burly bald guy with a real scraggly beard, a bunch of scars all over his face. He comes up with high tea. All the tiniest finger sandwiches and the cutest little teapot.
Oh, if only Brenna was here.
He puts
Probably below deck somewhere.
He puts it down next to Dominic, and he says, "If you guys want anything, you should tell Corey." And he starts eating all of it himself.
Corey, can I get a sandwich?
Hey.
Yeah, sure.
Appreciate it.
Welcome. See you in a minute. And he goes down. You can instantly hear the sound of sizzling meat. You can also hear him go, "Man, I set out all that. Oh, the tenderloin was out. Where'd it go? Who's stealing food?"
Did he already leave at this point? He's just shouting it out.
He's just shouting it out, but it's a very small boat. So you all can definitely hear if anybody
Okay.
speaks loudly in the ship.
Out of just instinct, Keisha just points at Halvis.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, God. Oh,
Okay. You know what blood smells like. You can feel it. There's something that you can smell over Halvis, and something that you can feel coursing through your own veins. There's something about Halvis that's going on, and whatever it is, it's getting stronger.
Am I drawn to it? or do I just notice that it feels different?
You notice that it feels very different.
Okay. Alvis, you sure you're okay, right? There's nothing. You don't feel any different or anything?
I go over to Keisha. I reach into my pack and pull out one of the syringes of blood and go, "Here, present."
Ooh,
And
pretty.
I go, "Shh."
Oh, okay. It's our secret.
Okay. So, is there anything else that you would like to do while you're still on the expedition, or would you like to make your way back down to Felden's Birth?
I think we should go down after we get our sandwiches.
Okay. So, after a little bit of time, each one of you gets some nice eggplant parmesan sandwiches,
Oh.
and you have no problem.
I'll toss Corey a gold coin. Thank you, sir.
He instantly is like, thank you, sirs. It's literally like you just tipped him a $100 bill. You guys don't realize how much a gold actually is in the world. Most people make like 2 silver if they're skilled,
Oh.
or 2 gold if they're like really skilled in a week. So it's something. So the fact that you have a dragon sword with you, trust me, is a big deal.
Nice. Well,
All
you
right.
always got to be nice to the help, or they'll spit in your food.
Very, very much. That's rules to live by. Don't with the people that make your food. So, as you sent your bugbear brigade to secure this islet, they were successful. As you get here, you now have 20 houses, which did reveal some new interesting things that were left behind by the previous tenants. The 2 windmills, although badly damaged, are still salvageable, and also will act as very, very good vantage points for bowmen and snipers. So, as you grab yourself a fairly good position there, I need for the entire party to please roll me D100 rolls.
Oh, right. Oh, we got a
damn.
1 and a 100. Look at that.
Well, they cancel each other out.
Okay, I was not expecting you guys to do those 2 things, so I got to go get my item cards. I'll be right back. Those are legendaries, so give me just a minute.
Oh my God, we're getting broken items.
Karo hates it.
Oh,
Nani?
This is great.
I like that my first roll for the game was a 1.
Carol's Ravenous, so yeah. Sorry,
That's-
buddy.
Let's just hope these aren't something that are gonna screw you over too much, Caro and Nubs.
Exactly.
Okay, so what happened is that you guys were actually rolling for the items that were left behind in that islet. You rolled a natural 1, which is going to give you a cursed item, and you rolled a natural 100, which is going to give you a legendary item. Both
it
of
makes
these are
sense
going to be
that
extremely
Good thing about
powerful,
that.
or they're going to be something in the legendary range. So,
Oh, sweet babies.
specifically for all of you, I have the table right here. Keisha,
I
You get
have my notes ready.
you get 3 potions of greater healing.
Awesome.
For Halvis, you get a +2 dagger of venom.
Ooh.
For Waylon Thurston, I need you to roll me a D4 and a D20. I have 4 stacks of cards in front of me. Okay,
Jeez, I'm
so
running low.
no, it's okay. This is okay. Just all this does is choose from one of the 4 stacks, which is the D4, and then how many cards I count down. Okay, so yours is a cursed item. You find an iron flask. You look up what an iron flask does on D&D Beyond. It is a legendary item. For Nerbera, roll me a D4 and a D20. Okay, 4th and 3 down. Okay. Nope. Nope. Only because I don't want you going to the Feywild, like, right away. We're going to skip over that one.
Bag of nope.
Yeah, pack of no way.
Imagine we just leave this conflict behind and go have an adventure in the Feywilds.
Mm-hmm. You get
Come back 200 years later.
We're gonna go rescue Grog.
you get the planar bow.
Whoa.
The planar bow. If you go to another realm, another plane of existence, the bow will change its elemental property based on the realm that you went to. For now, you may put a... if the item is not in, I'm not 100% sure that it's in D&D Beyond just yet. I'm pretty sure it is. But if it isn't, please add a longbow +3.
Ooh.
Does she have to go to another plane for a specific period of time, or can she just dip in and out?
1 day.
I was gonna say I could use banishment on you.
It just puts you into a pocket dimension if you're not from a different dimension, though.
So I need to go to the other dimension just to get it activated first.
That is correct. So right now it is simply just a normal +3 bow. If you go to any other planes of existence, it is it's will change its elemental property. So plane of fire, it will now do fire damage. Plane of water, it'll now do ice cold damage. The Feywild is lightning damage, and the Shadowfell is necrotic damage. Any of the upper planes is radiant. Any of the lower planes is chaotic. You don't know what it's going to be.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is the legendary that you got. And am I missing anybody else's roll?
Mine.
Yours. Yours is 80. Give me just a minute. You find 5 scrolls of tongues.
Ooh.
Cool. And this would go straight to our inventory, or does it go, or is it part of the caravan?
Go straight to the caravan inventory, so it is somebody else can possibly pick it up. This is every time that you are liberating a new area, there is a benefit to that. And the benefit is that you could pick up the items that were left behind. So if you're just trying to increase your item vault, you can go this route, or you can adventure or buy it or have it made. But I was not expecting one of you to have a 1 or a 100. So those are instant legendaries and those are random.
That's great.
Nice. Okay. So as you take the spoils of that, and also the Bugbear Brigade takes the rest of the spoils. So as you go back to the church, you can see that there are even more survivors that are now here. Now there is quite the force that you have available to you. The Bugbear Brigade is ready for the next mission. There is one of 3 places that they can go to. They can try to liberate another islet. They can try to liberate one of the schools that are nearby, either the School of Fighters or the School of Druids, which is towards the north. Or they could try to liberate the civic buildings. What one of those 3 missions do you wish to send your Bugbear Brigade upon?
My friends, as our force is now growing, I think we should focus on securing provisions and send them off to the Druid School.
I agree with that.
Me too.
They
Do
might
I?
find some nice magical stuff in there as well.
Yes, but if we find another island, we can find more stuff.
This
Though,
battle is going to be a long one, I feel. We'll have plenty of time to secure more islands.
I
Also, the
suppose you're
people
right.
need food.
But they still have the Giving Tree.
And the Given Tree is putting out a lot of food per day, but it's not enough.
They could use the extra food.
Wayland kind of looks down to himself like, oh, they're eating what I've been eating. Look at, and I'm as healthy as a horse in the swamp. He kind of unbuttons his shirt a bit, and you see his skin and bones. It's just kind of like skinny on there. He's like, yeah, see, I'm still standing.
Well, not everyone can be as special as you, Sir Wayland.
I suppose you're right. It's fine. I suppose you do need food.
Yep. Wayland definitely looks like a model just before Fashion Week. So, as
No,
the rest of you, decide, it's always majority. So, which one of these do you want to do? Would you want to raid in on the Druids school or the Fighter school? Do you want to try to liberate another islet, or do you want to try to liberate the civic buildings? Majority rules.
Real quick, speaking of raids, we have just gotten raided.
What?
What's up, Raid?
Oh,
How's it going? Welcome to the
hello, Raiders!
Hi, Raiders.
Howdy, Raiders.
Yeah, hello. You are our first raid.
Just dorky teacher. Thank you so much.
Hello. All right. So, with that, thank you. Welcome. And what is the mission that you wish to send the Bugbear Brigade upon?
The Druid School.
Druid school.
Druid
Yeah, I
school.
was-
Okay, Druid School all the way
Druid
around. All right, so the next mission for the Bugbear Brigade is the Druid School, which will be taken care of and rolled in the Discord, link at the top, in the next week. Success or failure will be put onto that. Do you wish to send the hero? Hero is an instant success, but if I roll a natural 1, he dies.
I think we should save the hero for a more important mission.
Yeah, same here.
Okay. If I roll a natural 20 in any of these tries, you get another hero. All right. So with that, you find Sergeant Onabera and the rest of her now strong fighting force. You see that each one of them are starting to collect as many weapons and armors as possible, and you are seeing that now no longer hodgepodge. Now a lot of them are fairly well put together. They are still very exhausted, and you see that some of them are still pretty beaten up from both lack of food, lack of nourishment, plenty of water now that you've given them the decanter of endless water. But you are seeing that some of them are able to sleep in shifts. You do know that a lot of them are a little bit more high-strung now. But seeing that there is some progress happening within the reclamation of Felden's birth, there is hope in their eyes, which is something that you cannot give. It must be taken. It must be earned. So, as Onabera looks at you, she says, "Your friend is not looking all that good. Is everything okay?" And she's looking directly at Halvis.
Keisha's just gonna whisper to them, saying, I really don't know. I tried asking, but he says that he's fine, but I can smell something growing stronger in him. But I think he cleans regularly, so I don't think it's that.
We have been eating a lot of mushrooms lately. So maybe that's the case. They always make me gassy. I have something that I need to show you. And she points to the warboard in the middle of the chapel. As she goes to the warboard, she points to the very center, towards the obelisk. As she points towards the obelisk, she lets you know some of our scribes are able to figure out exactly what those crystals are. Those are Aufladen stones. Those are raw, and those are being powered by something. Normally, they would be finished with their magic very, very quickly. But now, most of the demons are still walking around. Most of the devils are still causing havoc. I think they have found what we think is a Veritas device, which is constantly providing raw magic energies. I think if there is any such device, it's most likely inside the mines where they once were. Whenever we would mine them out, they would fill almost instantly. If you're going to make your way down there, be on the lookout for anything that you think could power a device, or that could power the Aufladen stones. Do you know how to dowse?
No, I don't believe we have anyone with that skill.
One of our wizards will be able to teach you. The way that we charge Aufladen stones normally is either through our own channeling of our own weave, or we find a wellspring, and we allow it to charge there. Wellsprings are naturally occurring, and sometimes we're able to douse them out. I know that there are many within Felden's Birth, which is why the Aufladen mines were such a high commodity for us. So here's what I am suggesting. We teach you how to douse, and with that you may be able to find the Veritas device. It would be the strongest essence. You would barely need to be able to do this well in order to be able to find it. What do you say?
Sounds like a plan.
Our wizards will be able to teach some of you. I know that you all have your own missions right now, but if that's something you wish to do today, let me know, and I will make sure that it happens. If it's something for later, I will make sure that some of your leaders and other caravaneers will be able to help. Until then, I know that you have some things that you must take care of, but please, think more about the war effort, not just about what needs to happen with your company. That's all I ask. I must get back to the
Cool.
fronts. May Bahamut speed your path.
And also yours.
Goodbye.
She bows down, and as that happens, you all get the same sort of... Hey guys, it's Docs. How's it going? Just wanted to let you know I got a little bit more information for you. So there's a mine that's apparently beneath you or something like that, and there was a thing that was in the guy's hands, and it was crazy, and I don't know where that one went, but I think that there was something to that. I don't know. But I know that there's something to do with a bunch of giants down there. At least that's what I remember. Yeah, that's about it. Whatever's down there had something to do with giants that died out ages ago. That's all I remember. Also, too, I know that you guys were looking to maybe, I don't know, find some ruby dragon or whatever, but I remember he was in, like, the old place with that vampire. Oh, good news. The vampire's dead. Somebody killed him, like, a while ago. And, yeah, so it should be easy pickings. That's it. That's all I could tell you. He did have a wife at one point. I don't know what happened to her, though. So, I would say it's probably going to be like you have to fight two people's old stuff. I don't know. It sounded like he was really smart. So maybe he has like a golem or something in there. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, they died like a while ago, like a couple weeks, maybe a month.
Oh. You wouldn't happen to know the name of that vampire, Docs?
Dranis, yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. All the best to you. Oh goodness, there was one other thing. Oh my God. Oh God, what was it? It was a thing. It was a thing. It was a thing. Oh yeah, remember. Remember those old orcs that were up in the top? Yeah, apparently one of them has been seen like shape-shifting. But only one. The rest of them are just, big, smelly, and dumb, and really tough. Other than that, that's just that one. And everybody seems to really be afraid of that guy. I'd be really careful around that guy. But anyway, here's what I do know, is that they made all of their stuff out of really, really thick mud. So it's probably going to be really easy to sneak around out there because mud's almost soundproof. Especially that mud up there. It's great for building bricks. If you're going to do anything up there, I'd suggest stealth.
Good to know.
Anyway, that's everything from me. You want me to keep an eye out for any more reinforcements? Any more mercenaries? Any more mercs?
Always.
Oh,
We
great.
can always use the help.
Well, I've got, actually, I've got a few of them here right now. I have 35. It'd be 3,500 for the lot. You just have to bring somebody down to come get them. The 3,500, sorry. Not 35,000. That's way too much.
What do you say, my friends? Should we send someone down?
I think we should, just to bolster our backup force.
Great. Who you sending down?
Lumissa and Wendy's mother, I forgot her name.
Jane. So you're gonna
Jane.
send down some of your caravan heroes?
Yes.
If you send down one more, it's an instant success. If not, I have to roll for it.
Do y'all remember anyone else's names? I'm so bad with names.
There's
Nope,
Lumissa,
I just
there's-
take care of the inventory.
So there's Lumissa, there's Durian Plana, there's Gallandon. So you can potentially send those three if you want.
Oh, yeah. Look, I think we should do that.
Okay.
Those
Or-
30.
Or you could potentially send Tazahazar and his group.
I mean, it doesn't. As long as we just send 3, I guess it doesn't really matter who we send. Those that we don't send, would that affect anything specific?
No. Whenever you send anybody on a mission, there's always a risk. There is a success, but there's also the chance that something could happen. So it's the same thing when you guys go out on missions. There's always a risk.
Hazar seems to be familiar with the sword. Maybe we should send him just in case there's any trouble.
Taza does bring out his sword and he puts it on his back and he says, "Yeah, I also have this." And his eyes light up and and fires out a little laser beam. I got that.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
That's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
Yeah? Let's send Taza Hazar.
Okay. So you'll send Tazahazar, your heroes, and his group. Okay, copy that. And you're going to send him with 3,500 gold?
Yes.
Okay, so please reduce party inventory by 3,500 gold.
Got it.
And with that, with all of that information, The Vanguard now knows a little bit more about the dangers that they are going to be going into. So what is the Vanguard going to choose? Are you going to continue to try to go through the Bloody Bloodies? Are you going to go down to the off-laden mines? Are you going to try to ambush the orc commanders?
Let me check real quick how stealthy I am. Yeah, okay.
We do also have those elven boots we got recently to increase 2 people's stealth.
That's true.
That is
Personally, I'm a completionist. So, Night Haze has given Berserkis specifically a inspiration card.
And screamed chaos.
I have an inspiration card?
Yeah.
You have an inspiration card
So if you want it, I guess at any
from Night
point
Haze.
you could be like the neutral third party to decide to screw with either of us.
Okay. I'm gonna hang on to it. I don't know what to do with it just yet, but I'm gonna choose.
Imagine you'd flip the card and draw the world, and the whole game just gets harder.
I've done that. Okay, so which of the groups would you like to go to, or which of the missions would you like to go to?
I'm a completionist, so I would go for the mansion.
Yeah, same here.
Likewise.
Any other pushes? This does not have to be unanimous.
I was thinking the deal with the demons, but we also do need to deal with the mansion as well. So I'm torn.
My main goal at the mansion is to find Zempaxi because I have a feeling that'll help us greatly, so I'm not so much worried about myself.
Okay, sounds great.
Also, by the way, Biz,
I am Biz.
on the stream, I have a window covering the main map, so I only see our webcam and stuff. But it looks like your Roll20 chat isn't scrolling. It's like kind of frozen there.
Oh my, there's so much more.
Yeah, I think you scrolled up to see what my role was for the items and then just forgot to scroll back down.
Ah, I did. I'm sorry, Caro. You said so many cool things.
How dare.
You are so valid. I'm so sorry. Okay. So that is a 5 for 5 going to the finish off the Bloody Bloodies.
Whee!
All right.
So with that, we are going to go to the equipment phase of the game. Going back to the ship, and you all are going to equip yourself with the items found in caravan inventory in the Discord. Look at the top. So, why don't we get started? And I will just simply go counterclockwise on my screen. Black Irish. What is Maresh going to take with him in this combat encounter?
All right. On account of having 3 spellcasters in the party this time, Maresh will be taking the Dalo Archmage's robes, their Ring of Protection, and the Wand of Lightning Bolts, along with our dear Keisha lunchbox and 1 greater healing potion on the side.
Okay. And yourself, Horsenio?
Let's see. So, Tisha will be bringing the explosive battle axe, a tower shield for potential cover for our fellow squishies,
Okay.
1 lunchbox, 3 greater healing potions, 2 chaff suspensions, a winged pair of the winged boots,
Okay.
the cursed morning star because she has an experiment that she wants to try out, and last but not least, 1 blink potion.
One potion of blink. Got it.
Yep.
All right. Sorry. Ignore me. It's been
Long day.
There's been 16-hour days every day for the last 5 days. I'm exhausted.
Ooh.
What? Do you think that D&D is my only job? It feels like
No.
it sometimes. It's been very busy. Very busy lately.
I need 2 seconds. There's someone at my door.
Oh,
Oh.
take your time.
Tell them we say hello.
Tell them to join the Discord. Link at the top. Okay. So, Horacenio, do you feel that you're well equipped for this?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Waylon Thurston, what would you like to take with you on this combat encounter?
Oh, Waynan is going to take the Eon Stone of Protection,
Okay.
the Cloak of Protection,
Okay.
the Wand of the War Mage +1,
Mm-hmm.
the Iron Flask,
Okay.
and
Oh.
the two Holy Waters.
You're going to take some holy waters with you. Gotcha. Okay. Rose Kai. And what is Nabera going to take with her?
Nabera is going to take Akisha's lunchbox,
Okay.
the new quiver,
New quiver.
3 greater healing potions, and I am going to use the +3 longbow
Awesome.
as it
Okay.
just that not going to the plane yet.
Yep. It's currently not attuned to anything, so it's just piercing damage. All right. Do you feel that you're well equipped for everything?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Halvis, what would you like to take with you on this combat encounter?
I'd like to take the Elven Chain, the Black Dragon Cloak,
Okay.
the Taunting Tartan Surprise.
Are you going as incursion for this?
Oh my
Maybe.
god.
Okay.
I thought about taking the wand as well.
Nice.
Well,
That's right.
Well, now you gotta
the-
use it against incursion.
yeah.
I'm gonna take the
Something.
wand of prepubescent immaturity.
Just pubescent immaturity.
The Dagger of Venom.
Okay.
How many of the greater healings have been grabbed since I missed Rose and Cthulhu's?
3, and Arsenio has 3, so that's 6 out of the 13.
I will take 3 of the greater healing.
Okay.
Keisha's special lunchbox.
Got it.
And did Cthulhu take the Wand of the War Mage or the Fine Focus?
He took the +1, so the +2 is up for you.
Okay, and I will take the Fine Arcane Focus.
Copy that.
And a short bow, a quiver of arrows, and a short sword for my last remaining skeleton.
Okay. Gotcha. Is there any other preparation you all wish to do in the meantime?
You only wanted a short sword. I think we have an acid short sword. If you wanted to equip your skeleton with that.
Yeah, I'll take the acid edge unless Rose wants to use it.
Damn it, Carol. Yeah,
Well,
Rose, did you
I-
want to?
Didn't I have? I had that last time, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
You did, yeah. You had that and a normal dagger, I think.
Yeah, I have 2 daggers and then. Okay, yeah. No, go ahead.
Oh, also,
Alright.
Halvis, there's like with the new stuff from the Bugbear adventures, there also is the +2 dagger of venom. If you wanted to bring that.
How this
He did say he was taking
Oh, we
Yeah.
did. All right, got it.
Marish will actually be picking up the Wand of Wonder, specifically the one made by the dear master craftsman Pigden Badweather.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 10,000 bit Wand of Wonder is up. Give me just a second because I have to bring up my PDF page for that.
Yep. I feel like that Wand of Wonder is its own deck of inspiration.
It really is. If anybody wants it, it's Net Librum Random Magical Effects from Purdue Fantasy Club. It's incredible work. Incredible work.
Now, imagine us having this plus a deck of many things.
Oh no.
You play poker with that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so with this, does everybody feel well equipped?
Mhm.
Yes.
All right.
And I said I'm bringing the Keisha lunchbox, right?
Yes, you did say that you wanted the Keisha lunchbox, and the Keisha lunchbox is available to you.
Gotcha.
You all will be able to see some creatures. You will not be able to see others. Just wanted to let you guys know that, okay? Because you have revealed some areas, but some areas are still a mystery to you.
Right.
Oh, did anybody grab the portable hole, by the way?
No.
No.
I am grabbing the. I'm emptying out the portable hole and taking it empty.
Copy that. Okay.
So there's now a chandelier laying on the deck of the ship.
Plunk.
I'll say you guys were
Yeah.
able to like find a place to put it, so that should be fine.
Can you
Can we
imagine,
hang
like,
it?
that'd
Can
be
we
fun.
hang it on the second level?
No. It's that big. I'll say you can put it in the hold, and that should probably be okay. But
Can you
other
imagine
than
the
that, I'm
context?
not going to be able to do
Like
it.
random people that don't really know what's popping out of the hole, and a giant chandelier comes out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Okay, so with that, we are going to move your characters from the airship over into the other location. So, Waylon, Narbera, Halvis, and Maresh are already there, so I'm going to be copying and pasting Keisha and Waylon into the next location. Caro is already waiting for you.
Oh.
Ready and waiting to kill us.
As you all enter the next area, you see Iophanis looking sad into the fire. As he looks back, he just looks at the rest of you. Laura! 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 Oh. Completely unnoticed to you. Or unnoticing you. You see him weeping blood-red tears.
Oh. Should we call out to him? Try and get his attention?
Yes, we could. Are the kobold corpses still here, and are they still good for blood absorption?
They are not. They, the ones who were killed in a specific way so that each one of them turned to ash.
Alrighty then.
However, you still have the vials. So
Yep.
you could potentially use those if you wanted.
Elvis, do you want to try to speak with him?
I'll move up to the door of the room and go, "You, are you the master of this house?"
I miss you so. Oh, Laura. Why? And he still keeps crying. Sad. As you all pass by the door to the north, where the zombie and the skeleton are currently next to, you can still hear the sound of scratching and books moving around.
Waylon is going to, as a ritual, going to use detect magic. But because he's an Order of the Scribe wizard, he can do it as an action for the ritual.
So the ritual turns to just a normal action?
Yeah, it's still a ritual. It's just that he does it so quickly that it's considered just one action.
That is f***ing overpowered, but I love it. So you are going to do that. Give me just a moment, and I'm going to add a 30-foot radius onto you. In a
Order of the scribe.
nice,
Nice.
nice like gentle green color, because doo-doo. As you look into this room, you'll notice. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check or a Perception check. They will give you 2 different answers. So pick which one you wish to choose.
Ugh.
Okay. You can sense most things that are around you with Detect Magic. You can definitely tell that there are many different aspects of magic nearby. You can sense evocation and divination, and you can sense there's conjuration, some abjuration, but there's something about this room that Iophan is in that you cannot see past. Almost like there's something that's blocking you. You can see him perfectly fine with your eyes. You can hear him. You can even feel a little bit of the heat coming from the fire. But there's something that is blocking your Detect Magic. Nibera, the only reason I didn't mention this in the last session is because you were in combat.
Guys and ladies, lady, there's something to be blocking my magic senses. It seems like some type of barrier. Not quite sure. Just thought I'll let you know, just in case you decide to go inside to meet the thing crying blood. Obvious. Just a heads up.
And we can see him from the doorway, right?
You can see him from the doorway. He doesn't notice you. He simply is wailing over someone named Laura.
Okay. Before anyone else does anything, I'm going to use my ability Know Your Enemy to just watch him for a minute.
Okay. 1 minute will go by before I give you the information. So, in the meantime, what is other people going to do?
So the last time we were here, we did find those rings with initials inscribed upon them.
That is correct.
I'm going to take those out, and I'll approach the door and hold them out, see if he reacts at all.
Okay, you bring out the large gold band. As you do so, the band does seem to glisten just a little bit in light that doesn't exist here. As you bring out the gemstone and the diamond wrapped in a platinum band, you notice that the diamond goes from a very clear crystalline pink to sort of a odd foamy reddish pink.
And I'll call out to him. Sir Iophan, are these yours?
Why did you leave me? It was too soon. He doesn't notice you.
Waylon is going to go ahead and, as a ritual as well, cast Unseen Servant.
Okay, and this is not concentration, right?
No.
Okay. You cast Unseen Servant. Your servant, who is invisible, is just to the south of you.
I'm gonna go ahead and send my Unseen Servant inside 20 feet in front of to the east of Halvis.
20 feet to the east of Halvis. Okay. You ask your unseen servant, whatever you decide to name them, and they scooch past, which you can feel just a little bit. And after a second, Halvis's robes stop moving, so you can tell that he's made his way in. Nothing changes. Doors, the most terrifying thing in Dungeons and Dragons.
Eh.
Well, the last door I went through almost got me killed.
Well,
Ironic.
I got my arm broken by a door, so
I'm gonna go ahead and
And-
send my familiar inside.
Okay. As you try to put your familiar inside, your familiar gets to the doorway, and he starts to move, and you can see him struggling as though he was pushing against a massive rubber band. And he starts to move backwards and backwards and backwards, and it's like he's pushing more force, but the more force he pushes, the more force retracts towards him.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll put him back. But the unseen servant was able to. Was I able to detect if my unseen servant made it through, or?
You do
So,
not
like,
detect.
can't-
You do not detect anything inside that room. So as the unseen servant passes through the door, you do not detect anything inside that room.
Perhaps for now we should check out these other rooms.
Yes,
Good.
we'll let him be for right now. Unless we want one of the squishy skeletons or so to be our.
I
Skeleton
could
fumes.
try to dispel the magic that seems to be blocking the door from your familiar.
I'd say save it for now.
Okay.
There might be a way to turn it off elsewhere in this house.
I agree.
Okay. If you decide to do so, I am going to mark with a little bit of red squiggle each one of the doors that are nearby. So there are 3 doors to your south.
Okay.
There is 1 door to the north of your zombies, up yonder. It's a big door to the north of your zombies. There is a singular door that is up here to your west that appears to have blood across it,
Oh.
and then 3 doors to your south, to the south of the bloody door. You believe that you've searched the bottom floor completely.
No,
Oh.
I'll have my. If you guys are good, I'll have the zombies push open the door on the north.
Let me check it for traps first.
Okay.
It's
Perception.
okay.
Perception or investigation check to check for traps. And Thurston, you're just gonna convince her that it's fine. Sorry, Wayland. I should call you Wayland, not Thurston. Sorry. I know somebody actually named Thurston, so it's a reflex.
I think I'm gonna try and get the unseen servant to start coming toward the door as well.
Okay. You try to push your will out towards your unseen servant, and nothing happens. Your friends do not feel him. You do not hear him. Yet.
Oh, that brother gone.
I'll holler back over my shoulder and go, close that door. Just in case.
Just in case, I'll close the door. Yes, yes.
Okay. You push the
Ooh.
door shut.
Do I find out anything about him before we close it?
Yes, you do. So spend at least 1 minute observing, interacting with another creature outside of combat. You'll learn. The creature is of a superior level to you. And which 2 things do you want to know?
I'll go with current hit points and armor class.
Currently, 144 hit points and armor class is 16.
So as the door shuts, Keisha lets everyone know. For someone that's bleeding out of his eyes, he seems pretty healthy and he's well armed or armored.
Good to know. All right, let's have those zombies open the door.
I have the zombies open the door.
Okay. As the zombies push, you start noticing words appear across the door. What languages do you speak, Halvis?
Common, halfling, and undercommon?
Okay, you cannot read what is on this door. Anybody else want to try?
I'll take a look.
Languages, please.
Draconic, Infernal, Primordial, and Undercommon.
It's an infernal.
Oh.
It says, what can you put into a skull to make it lighter?
A candle.
As you say a candle out loud, nothing happens.
I'll give this translation to my friends.
Okay.
I was gonna say it's like he just walked up to the door and said a candle, so that was kind of confusing.
Isn't it air, maybe?
You say air out loud, and nothing happens.
A hole.
You say a hole. The door swings open.
I'll place a hand on Halvis's shoulder. Good work, maiden.
I see that somebody else watched Goosebumps as a kid. All right. You go inside, and inside you see a robed apparition. Currently doing administrative work. Writing papers, putting away books. You see small books floating and then being reshelved. Other books floating. My cat jumping on my damn chair again. He's so high. Put like 2 pinches. Excuse me. Okay, that's better. You see different files and different documents that are being put into these books at specific pages, and then those books floating back to the bookshelves from above.
Interesting.
As he comes in, he says, "Guests, do you need information? Are you lost?"
Why, not lost, but we were wondering where the master of this house may be found.
If you are not lost, but looking for something, what is the easiest way to find it? As you can see, the words start to appear around him in writing in Infernal.
What was it? Can you repeat that one more time?
If you are not lost, but looking for something, what is the easiest way to find it?
My first thought was on a map, but that doesn't make much sense here.
Do you say that out loud?
Divination spell.
You say divination spell out loud. As that happens, you watch as some of the words start to crackle away, and instead of this blue iridescent lighting, iridescent glow of the letters, you see them slowly start to turn red. But they turn red in a counterclockwise, so only the last few words are turning red.
I do not believe I got it right, and something tells me we guess it wrong, there might be consequences.
This one is smart. I like him the most. If you have any other questions, by all means, you may ask them to me, but just know, everything comes at a cost. I am just looking for entertainment. Please, continue. If you are not lost, and you are looking for something, what is the easiest way to find it?
This person makes me uneasy.
You see more of the letters turn red.
Okay.
Oh, I think it's a timing thing.
As you say that, more of the letters turn red.
I'm going to quickly, with every person, quietly say, quiet, don't speak out loud, because thanks to my pack boon, I can talk to them.
You have telepathy?
It is, yeah, I can communicate with them mentally as long as they understand.
Sweet. You have telepathy. Okay. It's only one way.
Oh no, I can telepathically speak to any creature you can see within 30 feet.
Mhm.
It understands at least one language.
Correct.
Okay.
It's only one way.
Oh.
They can't communicate back. You can't read their mind. You can only talk to them in your mind.
And I let them know, like, we need to come with a consensus. If we say things out loud, it seems it's going to affect the wording.
Yeah, like if we say anything out loud, it takes that as the answer. Which
I'll give
Okay.
Wayland a nod.
Wayland, you sense a great deal of divination magic and a great deal of enchantment along the books of this shelf. You also find enchantment along the stationery and the desk. There's a lot of magic in this room.
I'm gonna take my my awakened quill. Basically, I can make a quill appear from thin air, and I have
Dope.
some parchments, and I'm going to telepathically tell him, like, if you need to say something, borrow my quill. Don't worry, it doesn't require any ink.
Okay. With that, you see the creature go, "That is clever. I like you the most. I do. I do. I like you the most." So with that, this is Berserkus talking. So with that, you guys can absolutely just now talk freely because you'll have pen and paper that you can write to each other. You'll just have to say that my character says this out loud.
Okay.
Once again, the riddle is, if you are not lost, if you are not lost and you are looking for something, what is the easiest way to find it?
But looking. Right? Normally, if you're looking for something that's lost, or if you're trying to find something, as soon as you quit looking, you find it. Correct?
That might
That's
be it.
We need to be very sure about this. We don't know what will happen if we get this circle completely red.
Hold on one moment. And telepathically, I'm going to talk to the rope creature.
Okay.
Would we be able to give you our answer to you to see if you can judge it before we let the walls judge it?
You see more of them turn red. And he, in your mind, actively says, "No."
Good try, Wayland.
So
Yeah,
it sounds like the color changes based off of what the creature hears. Doesn't have to be verbal.
I wrote down on the paper, I'm not as clever as I think.
He starts to float around you and looking at the paper that you write. And as that happens, he just keeps tapping his long fingers together. And you keep on hearing this.
How
Quickly
much? Do we know how much of the words are have changed color already, or how much is left?
A little bit more than half. You're running out of chances.
Perhaps we should leave.
I mean, we could, but based off of that, he did say we have few chances left, so we could try using Halvis's answer.
I agree.
Kara, you're distracting as hell.
Yes, he is. I'm like, what the heck?
It's very funny though.
Let's give it a go, I say. All right.
Give what a go.
I telepathically speak, hell yes, I have complete confidence in you. And then quickly just kind of like start backing out of the room.
I will say out loud, you quit looking.
As that happens, you watch as the words all seem to fall down almost like paper. And as that happens, he says, "Isn't that the easiest answer? Don't look if you're not lost. You already know where it is. My master is here and not here. He is lost. She is gone, but not gone. Lost, but still here. Just outside that door. Tell your friends to be careful while holding her."
Oh.
I got it.
If that means what I think it means. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You seem curious, little wizard. Would you care for a tome?
Everything comes with a cost.
It does. Would you like a tome, little wizard? And you see its long fingers, its arm now extending much longer than its body, and rubbing its long fingernails, dragging them across all the spines of the books as they go across.
I wonder what knowledge might be in that tome.
At a game, I'm kind of afraid to ask it another question.
It's your choice. And if you want to risk it, you're already in a bit of a precarious situation.
Waylon, with his eyes just bright, starts like tugging at Halvius. Was starting to whisper in his ear. I think you should imagine the knowledge. Are you not a man that seeks to increase your power? Imagine what we can learn from this. For the good of the caravan, of course.
Listen to the otherworldly one. He's right. You can have something wonderful. All you need to do is choose and slake a little of my curiosity.
What is your cost?
You instantly start seeing letters wrap around him. He says out loud to you in a language that you do understand. He speaks to you in Halfling.
Oh.
He says, I am me. You are I. They are nobody. We are everybody. Answer me correctly on the first try, and you may choose any tone. What is my name?
Could you repeat that again?
I am you. You are I. They are nobody. We are everyone. Answer me correctly on the first try, and I will give you any tome. What is my name? You have 20 seconds. Do you see the words turning red?
Elvis.
Or wait, it might be too late.
The
Can I switch
words
places?
float down. And as that happens, he says, you may choose now, Alvis.
Nice. Choose wisely, little friend.
Also, you get a card of inspiration for figuring out most of the riddles that I had for today. That was that's pretty impressive.
I like riddles if I have enough time to actually think.
I thought the last one was actually going to be a little bit too tricky, but awesome.
I think we were overcomplicating it in our minds.
Yeah.
I know, that's the best part about being a DM. I make things so simple. Like when I have a door in front of you. There must be something to do with that door. Or you can just walk through.
I will go choose a tome.
Okay. How do you want to choose? You can either roll for something. You can try to investigate whichever one is best. You can intelligence check it. You can just pick randomly. You can try to read one. How do you want to go about it? You tell me what your process is going to be. All of these tomes seem fairly uniform. Some of them do appear a little bit more magical than the others.
Can I do an Arcana check and find the one that is, that seems to be emanating the most magic?
Okay, you absolutely may. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, bam.
Ooh, a 26.
Oh. Dang.
I know, but Night Haze 95 gave me an inspiration card. Reroll that.
Oh no!
Here comes the nat 20.
Wow. That's fine.
24.
Okay. You do find a spell book. This spell book has 4 spells within.
Okay. Gotta write that down.
They are all level 5.
Oh.
Okay. So with that, the creature says, "Before you go, I'm very thirsty. May I just have a sip? And if not from you, then your smart little telepath, please. Just a sip."
Well,
Can you offer-
honestly, I will actually hold him out my arm. My right arm, not the skeletal arm.
No. I need something a little bit more substantial. And he puts his hands next to your head. Carol, you know what to do.
Oh, God.
No.
Can I switch places with Waylon real quick?
Sure. Carol, roll it. His special ability.
Oh, Jesus.
I need an intelligence saving throw, please.
Intelligence saving throw.
Yeah, you're safe.
Oh, my God.
So as this creature puts his hands next to your head, and you feel your brain all of a sudden just being warped by whatever's happening, and your mind is burning. It's the sensation of coming out of unconsciousness too fast, and it hurts so bad. You take 17 points of psychic damage. As you feel your mind and your intelligence being siphoned from your body.
I am.
As that happens, you hear it say, delicious. You're actually curious about becoming a vampire, aren't you? You should think about becoming one like me. You get to drink all the intelligence you ever could dream of.
You could become one of them?
Okay, so
Hey,
Keisha,
hold.
you switch places with Waylon. And as that happens, you watch as Halvis visibly gets shook by whatever just happened.
Did I hear what the creature said?
He said it out loud.
I was actually gonna try to do the bait and switch that we did several episodes ago, but I'm kind of glad because Halvis has a higher intelligence than I do, and I would have failed for sure.
Oh, yeah, you would have. Sorry.
And it's just
I shouldn't have said it like that.
Waylon's just like staring with a giant gap, a giant smile, his mouth open, just like fascinating. Before he feels Keisha's like move him out of the way to switch out. Like, oh yes.
Mm-hmm. And
No.
you see it, and he's just, oh God, I don't know if I can hold myself back. It was so tasty. I need for all of you to roll me initiative.
All right.
Don't be sure to click on your person.
Yeah, click on
Your
your
token.
tokens, everybody.
Yeah, I forgot
No worries.
because I was looking at the other page.
No, you're good.
Oh, boy.
Okay, Halvis, what'd you roll?
3.
Got
Let's get ready to rumble!
This is not a great monster for me to fight.
Okay.
So I clicked on my character, but
Oh, no worries. It happens. What did you roll?
hold on. A12. Oh, and then I roll for the
The jewel.
You're familiar.
There is no light, Caro. Aside from just tiny motes here and there, like candles.
I got a 7
dim.
for the jewel.
A 7. Copy that.
A familiar with its own turn order instead of going right after you.
That is correct. That's a Pact of the Chain. Warlock kind of
No,
stuff.
With a Find Familiar, it rolls on itself.
Oh, that's right. I forgot there was a Find Familiar spell and not a Warlock thing. My bad. Okay. So, with that, Caro, your ability is recharged because that was a willing thing. All right. And Caro goes first. As you see this creature looking up and above you, it starts licking its fingers, and as that happens, the fingers get longer as it brushes past its. You see a very long, almost lamprey-like tongue. What is the range on that, please, Caro? Just so that I know. Or is it just for Halvis?
Oh.
I need for everybody to roll me an intelligence saving throw.
Owie, this is gonna hurt.
Would I be able to cast shield to negate it?
This is not that kind of thing.
Ah,
I am
intelligence saving.
gone.
Oh, he said it targets a creature.
Oh, just Halvis. Sorry. It targets a creature. My bad.
Oh,
Thought it
thank
was
God.
thought it was a
rolled
ranged.
5.
So Halvis, I just need your save. Okay, so yours is 11. Does shield work with saving throws as well? I don't think it does. Can you send
No.
shield to the VTT for me?
Yeah, it just says against the triggering attack.
So it's just against your AC. This is not against your AC. This is saving throw.
Alright.
Okay.
I
Halvis.
rolled an 11.
All right, you're going to take 32 points of psychic damage, as this time it grabs the side of your head and starts as it sucks
I will
your
use-
intelligence out of your head.
I'll use my inspiration card to reroll.
Okay, you can absolutely do that. Go for it. Yeah. Okay, so you just take 16 points of psychic damage. Okay.
Did
It is-
you sort the turn order? Because on my screen it
I
doesn't.
thought that I did.
There it is.
Okay, so it still goes first, but Nebera goes second. Thank you very much for catching that for me.
Yeah.
So that's that. It's going to use this bonus action to. You see it phase into the darkness. All attacks against it are at disadvantage. Nerbera, it is your turn. It is very dim light in there, and it just hid from you.
Okay, well, my bonus action is to command Mende. So I'm going to send her inside,
Okay.
close to where I last saw him.
Okay.
And then action.
You can also hold actions too, just by telling me like what triggers it. Keisha, you're on deck, followed by Waylon, then Maresh.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my 2 attacks from my longbow
What's
until
the trigger?
I see him again.
Copy that. Okay.
Until I see him again.
Understood. Keisha, it's now your turn.
Let's see. We can't see it right now. So Keisha will how high is the ceiling in the room?
About
'Cause, like, since
20
it was
feet,
floating.
give or take.
Okay, so I'll use my winged boots to just kind of float over Halvis.
Okay.
Move here and just float about 5 feet in the air.
Okay. Roll me a perception check after you get inside.
Okay, just let me put my name, update that. Perception check.
Do you have dark vision?
Yes, by 300 feet.
Okay. Okay. You look around as much as you can, but you see no disturbances in the darkness.
In that case, I will ready my action to attack if I see it.
Copy that. Waylon, it's now your turn.
To
So-
cast. And I can use because it's a fine familiar, I can use touch spells through it.
Okay.
And I'm going to, after doing that,
I'm sorry, what was your action? I didn't hear it.
oh, that was my bonus action. My action is going to be to cast Mage Armor.
You're casting Mage Armor. Okay. Who are you casting Mage Armor upon?
Myself. Oh wait, I can't do 2 spells. Only it has one of them has to be a cantrip.
One of
So
them
I'm
has
just
to be a
gonna do
cantrip.
yeah. So I'm just gonna do Mage Armor, and I'm going to move to the very back of this room,
Okay.
and that's going to end my turn.
Okay, and you used your action and bonus action this turn, correct?
Just my action, because the other bonus action is a this is a spell. I can only cast 2 spells if one of them is a cantrip. So I'm just casting the Mage Armor.
Do you have dark vision?
Yes, half health.
Okay. Please give me a perception check as you're moving through. Okay. You do not detect anything. Maresh, it's now your turn.
Alrighty. I'm going to move down here onto the stairs so I can have a direct line of sight into the room.
Copy that.
And I will hold my action of casting Immolation for the next time I see this, what I think is a Mind Flayer.
And that is a focused, a leveled spell?
Yes.
Okay.
5th level.
Oh, damn. Okay. Copy that. It is now the Chul's turn. What is it going to do?
It is going to move. It's just going to stay over here by Miresh.
Okay.
Move over here, and it's going to hold its action.
Copy that. What is this action to hold?
For when Waylon uses his touch spell, he's going to use it if he sees the bee.
What is the spell?
The gift of Vereldium.
Oh boy. Okay. Halvis, it's now your turn.
Well, Halvis says, "Let there be light," and I will cast light on one of my sickles.
Okay. You
Ooh.
and you pop your sickle, and it's now glowing brightly. As that happens, you can see sort of a fusion and a small blur happening above you. It's just out of your reach of melee, but you can see it.
bonus action, I am going to take one of the greater healing potions.
Okay.
Nice.
Awesome. Is Halvis the only one that notices that shimmer?
It is now noticeable and available to the rest of you.
Here we
So,
go.
who has held actions that are next to it? Or who has held actions to see something?
I do, and I think Maresh does.
Yes.
Does
And I
I think
do.
Waylon does too.
You will all make these attacks at disadvantage if that's the case.
Works for me.
Sure.
Fine.
All right.
Well, the cool is just waiting for when Waylon does the touch spell. Give the Relie.
Okay, 22 will hit the creature. So go ahead and roll me the damage on that. Let me get a dexterity saving throw at advantage from the creature.
Did it go through?
A 13 is not enough to hit, but a 15 is. And it did. So it takes 17. I'm sorry. It rolled a 17 on the dex save.
Bollocks.
Okay, so let me go through everything here because that's a lot of stuff that happened.
Yep. Sorry.
No worries. So the 15 hits. For the immolation spell, do they take the 26 and not the 9, or do they take half of everything?
It just says half as much damage on a successful save. So I guess half of everything.
Okay. So 26, that's 13. And 4. 11 points of piercing from Bera. And I'm guessing that you're using the Dragon Essence Quiver?
I was using the yes.
Roll an extra d4, please. That's for damage. Keisha is attacking... Keisha, you have multiple attacks, by the way. You held your action.
Ah, right. So yeah, that was gonna be one-handed. I forgot to rage, so don't add those bonuses.
I'm not.
And
So an 18
was
will, an 18 will still hit. And that's 14 on damage. So 14, 12, and 3. So with that swarm of attacks, how do you guys want to do this?
holy
Wait.
crud!
Wait, really? Oh, damn. Okay, just throw out my whole plan then. I didn't think it had that low health.
Real quick, can we have a recap of what it got hit with?
Sure. So Keisha hit it twice with a battle axe. Maresh set it on fire. Neribera shot it twice with her longbow and fiery arrows.
Damn.
Once with one of them.
Once. Oh, the other one, yeah, I forgot. The other one you missed. So we'll deal with that in a moment.
As I light up the room,
You all light up
Yeah.
this creature.
Pretty much, yeah.
As it
as soon
happens,
as
yeah.
Keisha's,
whack, whack, whack.
Like,
As a bunch of fire happens the moment that you light the lantern. So, in true Alabama gasoline barbecue function, you just pow, and the entire thing goes up in flames. An arrow was missed that was on fire that hits the bookshelf. So you all are going to stay in initiative because now the books are on fire.
oh.
How do you guys want to deal with this? We're going to start with Nabera.
I mean, I can deal with that when it gets to my turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna just hold where I am and try to have Mirage do it because I hear him say something. when
Okay.
He sees it catch fire.
Do you do the kind of thing that you see everybody on Instagram do? Is they do something really dumb and then they will go,
Oh, oh no.
no!
but as long as they turn and they look, you know what it is.
Just like
You've
the
all seen it.
Yep.
Drives me nuts. Okay, Keisha, is there anything you wanted to give it a try?
I mean, obviously, the first thing that she's gonna think of is to get everyone out. So, instinct is gonna go through. Since Halvis is closest to the door, she is going to just shove him out.
Okay, you shove Halvis out. You all can move half of Keisha's movement.
Which
Oh,
is 30.
I would have told Monday to get out.
That's fine. We'll say Mende took the hint. Wayland.
So I'll just be like right here.
So are all the books on fire, or just
Just the one behind the creature. And it just started, so it just went up.
Waylon quickly goes to over here, and he screams out, "No, not the books! No!" And he has water skinned, so he's gonna use shape water to try and put out the fire with that.
Okay. So you pull a last airbender, you and you splash the water on the books. Go ahead and give me an attack roll with your spell attack modifier. We'll say you have to get 10 or above in order to get all of it.
Trying to figure out if it's a wizard or a pack book.
You can pick.
Jesus.
I don't know why I wrote that.
Yeah, well, you still got it above, so I'm still going to give it to you. So you splash the water all over the books and you put out the fire. Only about half of one of the rows is burned up and is unusable. Okay, so the rest of the house is not on fire. Congratulations.
You know, I was only joking when I said something about burning down the house. You know that, right?
Wait a second, you said that we should light the place on fire?
No, it was
Oh.
before the session. Like we were.
Yeah.
Or when
Oh.
we were discussing.
It was in Vanguard tactics like way earlier today.
It's actually true. I have a bingo for when I play D&D with new people. If they say, let's just burn the house down, that's my center box. Because everyone always says it.
Well, we'll definitely help you get that bingo later.
No, you've already said it, so I have the box here.
Does anyone else play like that bingo game with you, or like does anyone else have a bingo card?
Not many times. There are two other DMs.
Well, I'll work on making mine.
Forever DM. Am I understanding that Waylon is going to start putting books in the backpack?
Yeah. He's doing it. He's starts putting books with he's whispering, almost in the manic voice, saying, "Must salvage the books. Must salvage the books. Must salvage the books." It's only lightly burned. It's only lightly burned. Fine. It's fine.
Roll me an intelligence saving throw. $17. Okay. As this is all happening, you all are getting a little bit discerned with the way that he's speaking. The more that he starts saying it and the more frantic he gets as he starts just stuffing as many books in there, he says all those things. It's like, must save the books, must save the books, must save the books. I have to save the books. Must save them, must save them. And you can see every once in a while his hair starts to like rise as though there was an updraft.
Keisha, restrain him, please.
I don't know. He's kind of creeping me out.
There's still a few more books left. There's still a few more books left.
Waylon.
Yeah,
Wayland, are you okay?
He kind of stops for a second. Oh, and I'm sorry. I
Looks
think
fine.
I might have gone a bit overboard. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm sorry. What are you all looking at?
Your
Um,
voice changed.
You do maintain
Mhm.
concentration on on your detect magic as well.
Oh,
It happens sometimes. Just ask her. He casts let me see one thing. I'm not sure if that's a concentration. He casts minor illusion, and he puts a woman. There's a woman in front of him, and he starts talking to her. No, just ask her. It's fine. Isn't it? Yes, yes. Just have your questions toward her. I'm fine. I get like that sometimes.
You can see that it is women's features, but they constantly shift just a little bit, so it's never really the same person. But they always shift symmetrically. Okay. So with this, you see three massive bookshelves, almost 12 feet high, full of books and tomes. On the desk is a bunch of writing implements and stationery, where the Mind Drinker Vampire once was.
Hero, yeah. This might be a job for the portable hole.
I'm sorry? Okay. Oh, I forgot to
Stuff
You're
every-
telling us what to do. Okay, thanks.
Throw everything into the hole.
Waylon, are you still detecting magic coming from these books and tomes?
He is.
All right.
Yes.
I pulled a portable hole off my back, and we'll save the books. Don't worry. Out it comes.
And since Keisha's just floating, and they're, like you said, 12 feet tall. Fun fact, they take the bookshelves.
No, you don't.
Keisha's gonna ask.
Well, we
Keisha's
gotta
gonna ask
decorate the
how-
airship.
Yeah,
Oh, we
do.
could.
We could.
Just like Minecraft, you know. But yeah, Keisha's gonna ask Halvis to just lay the portable hole on the ground, and she's gonna float to the top of the bookshelf and just tip it over so all the books just fall down. So she doesn't have to touch any of them.
So you're cleaning it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume that's what Waylon meant.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
I need for somebody to write this down. There are 32 books. Or sorry, no. You already have one of them. There are 48 books in here that are magic.
Oh.
48.
Magical books.
You got that, scribe?
Yep. Books/tomes.
Also, what's that pizza you're eating, Biz?
It's Weight Watchers pizza. The dough is made with just flour and Greek yogurt. It's so good.
Really?
It's 2 ingredients, and it's the tomato sauce is all homemade. My wife has been cooking it. Fresh basil right on
Sounds-
top. So good. I
That's
married
awesome.
up. I married up. Yeah. So you guys clear that entire place out. At that time, your detect magic is going to fade.
As I hear him mention that it's fading, I'm gonna do mine.
So you're going to put yours up?
Mine's in action.
Okay. Got it.
And once you have the thing set up for that, yeah, there it is. Keisha's gonna go to the stationery.
Okay.
Put it back down.
You notice that these pages are a different kind of paper. It feels thick, almost like vellum.
Am I able to read anything?
They're all blank.
I know. Oh, okay. Blank pages. But the scribbling was coming from this room, right?
Correct.
Does invisible ink exist in this world?
Roll me an intelligence check.
X's. Kira.
You have no idea. Maybe. You're not too roguish yourself.
In that case, then Keisha will just pocket the pages and, you know what, might as well investigate the quills and the ink that is on the desk.
Okay. Does anybody want to do anything else with the desk while he's doing that?
Do I detect any magic coming from the desk?
Yes. From the pages, from the quills, and from the desk.
And before mimic, we haven't seen any mimics yet. This would be a nice.
I usually don't.
I guess. Since I'm actually looking for something, I'll just do an investigation roll for that.
Yeah. Can
While
I use my...
while she's investigating, I'll fold up the hole and put it back in my back.
Okay, you do so. Folds up to the size of a handkerchief. Did I hear somebody else say that they were going to do something?
Yeah, I was gonna do the investigation, help out as well.
Okay. You go over as Keisha is starting to stack up each one of the papers, and all of those look like contracts to you.
Seem like contracts, but with whom?
More contracts. By chance, are they written in Infernal?
They are all written in Infernal. You also notice that some are written in Abyssal.
Oh, I can.
Fresh.
I can read Abyssal as well.
I can read Infernal, so I can read some of them.
You can't read anything because all these pages are blank to you.
Yep. Ah, okay. All these things look blank. I don't know what he was writing, but I thought they were just making sounds.
Halvis, don't you know Dispel Magic?
Yes, I do.
Cast it on these papers. Let's see if something shows up.
Alright. I will.
As you do so, Cthulhu just gets sucked into his computer.
Cthulhu was the illusion all along, and we just dispelled him.
He's gonna be isekai'd into my world. Good luck, man. It's gonna suck there.
Oh God.
It's okay. You'll be friends with Keisha as long as you don't, hurt her friends.
True. Also, use good tactics. Yeah. Okay. Use Dispel Magic on the pages. As that happens, you watch as a fiery swirl comes up. I need you to roll me an Arcana check. Or no, this one specifically is the ability check using your spellcasting ability, so that's intelligence. I need an intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
Can I help him with that since it was my idea to do this?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh.
So, as you do this,
He doesn't need it.
the very first page that you see, just the second page, you see the fire, and it slams your magic back towards you. It is stronger than an 8th level spell, but the first one was not.
Oh.
I can at least read the first page.
As that happens, you watch as the page and the words on the page that was dispelled, there just seems to be blood that drips down from each one of the letters as it slowly smears all the way down. And then begins to drip onto the table.
That's ominous.
Contracts.
So, who can read Infernal?
I can.
Okay.
As can I.
You notice that these contracts are specific to long life. These are meant for those who do not wish to die in battle, and if they do, they are to be resurrected a certain number of times. To do so, they are offering parts of their soul every time that it happens. And you're seeing dozens of these.
Are there any names on these contracts?
They all seem a little bit strange. One of them you notice and actually reminds you of something. It's Hacky Thwack.
Goblin. All right.
Oh, the one that got away that first time.
Yeah, I controlled that one. Sort of proud about that. Anyway, yeah, these contracts are all about resurrection, and from what it looks like, it's all about coming back a certain number of times as long as you provide some sort of offering.
With that, can everybody please roll me an intelligence check to try to understand the law speak within it? It's a very high DC.
Aresh is not that smart.
Nabera, as you're reading down this, you have dealt with court documents in your past. You've had to deal with seneschals and you've had to deal with different barristers. There's something that's strange about this. They keep referring to the body as a fourth party, but they also keep saying the body may be possessed and maybe repossessed and then maybe possessed again. However, it's the order that makes you a little concerned. If these creatures die and then they are brought back, it doesn't say that it has to be their soul that inhabits the body.
Oh. Well then.
Interesting.
Think we should take the rest of these with us. Perhaps Araziver will be able to dispel the rest of them.
You said that one of you was able to read Abyssal, correct? Okay. There's one of them that seems strange to you. It seems like it's only half of the contract. Or not even half, maybe just a page or two. You also notice that this is the only one that has a filigreed border. This one is gorgeous looking. And it's made with something that almost resembles gold leaf. It says page 1 of 30. No, there's only one.
Interesting.
Seems like that's more for someone higher, like a king or something up to that level.
We should keep an eye out for any more pages that look like this.
Exactly, especially when it's only 1 of 30.
Okay. So
Everybody loves a good collection quest.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I was just
You're-
going to mention.
your detect magic spell is still up. You currently detect magic in the quills and also in the desk.
I'm going to assume these quills were used to write these contracts with the special writing and whatnot. So it might be a good idea to take them with us so we can study it.
True.
Okay. You take the quills with you and you put them in your pack. There's still a signal of strong enchantment magic and conjuration magic inside the desk.
Yes.
Does this desk has some drawers in it, or
You don't
is
notice
it just a holder?
I'm going to slip inside so
Okay.
I can actually see the desk. And
The single is strongest in the very center of the desk, towards the top.
like the center drawer.
Here.
You look and you find no center drawer.
Can I check that for as a trap, possibly?
Roll me a perception or investigation check, whichever you choose. Okay. There are no drawers in this desk. However, as you look, you notice that as your head is above the desk and as your head is below the desk, the signal is actually coming from somewhere in between. You believe it to be inside the desk.
I'd like to tap around on the top of the desk, see if I can hear a hollow area.
It's hollow.
Want me to break it?
Yes, but be careful.
Okay. And Keisha is going to float as high as she can
20 feet.
and just drop.
Okay. Are you
She's
turtle
going to
dropping and
use-
just landing on your back?
No, she's going to. I mean, that is a. You know what? I haven't done this ability, so let's see. I have an action to just go into shell defense,
Okay.
Nice.
which I just retract into my shell.
Because that's awesome, and you're still dropping 20 feet, that's just fun. So I'm not going to do any fall damage on it. I'm going to say that you just cowabunga your way straight down onto the desk and shatter it. And as that happens, you notice that a small strong box is inside. And you can see what appears to be a large inset in the very front of it that looks to be some sort of a key. It looks avicular, with many, many facets.
I'll search the. What would you call that? A mind vampire, or a sonic vampire? I want to search his body.
Okay, it's just ash in a pile now that's still smoldering. You don't notice anything on it. The robe it was wearing was as light as Keenaf and gauze.
Can we see, like, does it look like a regular key or?
It doesn't. It looks like an extremely small egg.
An egg. Oh.
It's ovicular in that sense. Does it make sense? Like elliptical?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay. The diamond, the ring that we have.
Mhm.
Does it fit the hole at all, or is it too pointy, like
You
the
take
top
out-
of it?
If you take out the diamond and you look at it, it does look very similar to that hole.
All right. I'll try sticking it in then.
You push the front of it in, and you hear a... As it opens up, you can smell a burning scent of brimstone and rotting flesh. You can almost hear the sound of screaming into your ears as you see a very, very long contract
Oh.
written in both Infernal and in Abyssal.
That
Have
sounds
any
like
of you roll me religion checks, please, after finding this out.
religion.
Boop.
Wank.
Ah, natural one. We love to see that.
It's great that Waylon would get this too, because he would know that if a demon from the abyss and a devil from the hells were ever to make a contract together, that is considered one of the greatest taboos and greatest sacrilege of the lower planes. Whatever this is one of the most dangerous secrets.
Someone's been naughty.
As you look
I'll let the
as you look down towards the end of these pages, the conditions and the boons and the costs are vast. The cost that is considered is measured in hectares, in acres, in land mass, in souls, in life force, and in raw magic of the weave. And it's meant to be on this plane of existence. As you look down to the very bottom of it, you notice a single signature written in Draconic. The signature says Iresh Kagal.
Of course it is.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Alrighty then.
Oh
This
my.
This is his contract.
What it sounds like is that that's a box of souls.
You know that the contract wouldn't be the souls. The contract in itself, especially one like this, is most likely indestructible, especially on this plane of existence. But you do know that if whoever wrote this promised all of this and is on his way to fulfilling that promise, if this contract is completed, the amount of destruction that could come from it is immense.
And I would definitely like to study this contract to see if there's a way to null and void it.
Okay.
And a
It's
loophole.
going to take you a lot of time and a lot of intelligence that in a threatening area like this, you just don't have the mindset to do so.
Gotcha. Then let's put this back in the box, seal it up, and throw it in the hole. We'll take this with us for later.
Okay. As you put it all into the box, all 30 pages of this contract, and you toss it towards the hole, it bounces right out. As though the hole was a trampoline.
It can't be put in the hole.
Cool, cool, cool. Okay, then I'll just carry it, I guess.
Okay.
Shall we?
Careful. Something like that. It might attract something that wants it back.
With that, you start hearing, Laura, they have it! I have to protect you!
Oh, no.
Roll initiative again.
Roll
We're
initiative.
protecting her right now. Ah, frick.
I need for you all to roll initiative.
I knew it.
I probably should have said earlier that I popped out of my shell.
Oh.
That's fine. I assume that you did.
Yeah, okay.
You've just been laying on your back taking a quick power nap this whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 15. It's okay.
Don't forget to roll for your familiar.
Yeah, getting it right now. Oof.
I'm not the lowest roll. Hooray.
Okay. Gonna be using the spooky music.
Awesome.
Spookies.
Spooky, spooky.
And unfortunately, Iophanis is faster than all of you. Also, Caro, do not forget, you have legendaries.
What?
Oh, of course it does. He's a
Wayland.
master vampire.
It's your turn. So, you hear this screaming coming from the other room. Laura, no! And
Which room?
you hear a door slam open. You see it rocket past Minday's head and slam into the other wall.
I'm assuming this one.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That door is now completely gone.
Alrighty then.
Ooh.
When I was doing my heart,
What was that?
Um,
Sorry, phone thing.
Oh.
Clicked on the wrong app.
Don't be watching TikToks
going-
while you're doing D&D.
No, it's right next to my Discord app.
Among other things.
Got it. Waylon, go ahead. It's now your turn.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Armor of Agathis at second level.
Okay. You have
Yes,
armor of. Is it Agathis or Agathis? I never know.
I pronounce it Agathis.
That's how I've heard it.
Agathis sounds pretty cool, though. I like that. So armor of
Either
Agathis.
Okay, 10 more temporary HP,
Nice.
and I am going to just I'm gonna my turn right there.
Okay. Gotcha. Bonus action?
Don't have any to be used.
Maresh, it's now your turn. Or no, I'm sorry. It's Iophanis' turn.
Oh.
Because he's faster. Iophanis gets to the doorway. No. And he looks directly at Maresh. He is going to use a legendary action after Wayland is done. And rush forward.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Probably. He's going to get into the middle of all of you. Looking directly at Maresh. Need a wisdom saving throw.
Sick.
21. Kara, can you send what you just did to Maresh to GM in the VTT? Please and thank you. It doesn't describe what you do on the other side because it just assumes that I can read the stat block. It's the difficulty of having Ravenous. So as Iophanis looks at you and says, "You must give my Laura back! You must!" He freaks you out just a little bit too much, so you're like, nah.
Nah, bro.
Okay. Iophanis, is that the end of your turn, or is that the start of your turn? If it's the end, ping twice.
Please ping.
Ping twice. Maresh, it's now your turn.
Okay, fire. I'm gonna pull out the rings again and hold them before me and be like, "Are these what you're looking for?"
As that happens, he visibly reaches forward.
I will throw the rings towards him.
Okay.
Like, take them. You can have them.
He reaches up and he grabs them both.
And bonus action, we're not here to fight you. We come in peace.
He holds them in his hand. My love. Halvis, it is now your turn.
I will. I'm going to hold a sacred flame in case he does anything funny, and I will just hold that for now and see what he does.
Okay, you're going to hold a sacred flame. You don't have an ability to make that spell, do you?
I don't think so, unless I can hide behind Nabera. Use my halfling hiding ability.
Yes, you could, actually. You can roll me a simple stealth check to see how hidden you are.
Not very.
Nah. It's the It's the casting thing that you can hear. You can hear like Inkende, 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 Inkende. Been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3, so.
Wondering when that's going to come out of early access.
Never.
People said the same thing about Subnautica Below Zero. Look at it
Oh.
now.
I don't know where it is. Caro, totally up to you. Just as you start casting, he looks directly at you, Halvis, and he says, "Her body. You have her body."
Who is he pointing at?
Halvis.
Elvis.
Oh, sir, that is a man.
He's going to use another legendary action to shift. And it's going to go right next to you. As he looks down, and he doesn't look at you. I need for you to roll me an insight check. He's not looking at you. But you don't know what he's looking at. Keisha, it's now your turn. Iophanis is crazed looking at Halvis.
That kind of changes things just a little bit. Keisha will go back to floating 5 feet. Just move there and hold her action like before. If she shows any signs of hostility to anyone, she's going to strike him down.
Far beyond already hostile. So, do you want
Or
anything
I guess-
more specific?
If he does anything towards Halvis, since he's so focused on him.
Copy that. Okay. 2 attacks on that. Are you raging?
Yes.
Okay, you are now raging. Go ahead and click the thingy, my bobber.
There it is.
Nevera, it's now your turn.
If I move, am I going to invoke a reaction
If
or an
you
opportunity attack?
potentially, you don't know.
Oh my goodness. Carrollton unleash the archers.
Oh damn. Okay. Caro forces your all's hand. You're all going to take a d8 of damage. You're all going to take 2 points of damage, including Iophan.
Oh, does that include my familiar?
That includes your familiar.
Oh, it's dead.
Ow.
What?
Wow.
It was only 1
What?
or 2 HP.
Oh my god, that's...
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, Iophan and is furious.
You didn't do it.
All right, Nabera. So your turn hasn't gone yet.
Gosh.
Carol, that does not count as a kill, though. Just a familiar.
Can I cast snare?
Kick the puppy and killed him.
Snare. What does snare do?
Um,
25 feet of rope, which the spell consumes. Okay. Can you cast it to the VTT? I've not seen that spell used before.
You click on this. There you go.
yeah. I was clicking on the wrong one.
So unfortunately, that takes a minute to cast.
Oh shoot! I missed
That'd be
that
10.
part. Okay.
That'd be 10 rounds. Wayland, you're up next, followed by Iophanis, and then Maresh.
I'm just gonna stay where I am, and I'm gonna just tell Minday to just hold.
Okay, copy that. All right, Nerbera. You are staying where you are, telling Minday to hold. Wayland, it's now your turn.
My baby! It's fine, it's fine. I'm going to... Oh wait, I can only cast this as a ritual. Because it's a invocation. Oh no, okay.
Yeah, it takes time.
Yeah. It takes about 10 minutes, so... No, 1 hour plus 10 minutes, so he can't do that.
Which would be 660 minutes, or 660 turns.
I'm gonna go ahead and, just in case, cast Mirror Image.
Okay, you now have mirror image across your body.
And I'm going to end my turn here.
Okay, got it. It's now Iophanis' turn. He is furious. And he looks directly at you. Is Halvis. Give me her body, you filth! And he is going to rip into you.
Uh-oh.
I think Caro is too busy heckling to get ready for the turn. There you go. Okay. Does a 23 hit your armor class?
Yes.
Okay. So
Okay.
a
I
23.
have something that might work if Halvis activates his shield. But I'll leave that up to you, Halvis.
Well, actually, that would activate the Sacred Flame, so that's exactly the suspicious I was looking for.
Oh yeah, the attacking you thing. Okay, Sacred Flame is going to go off. Can I get a dexterity saving throw from Iophanis?
Wouldn't that also be Keisha's held attacks too?
Yes, it would be. So that would be the reaction. So shield unfortunately could not activate.
Okay. And that same goes for mine, right? That would also be considered a reaction?
2 attacks, that's correct. And because Iophanis is surrounded, you may attack at advantage.
Dirty 20.
Natural 1 on the saving throw, so 6 points of radiant damage. Dirty 20, it does hit.
Ah, darn it. Might as well do the damage here.
Oh, double-click your features and traits tab in your actions, and that should parse the information. Whenever it does that, that usually fixes it.
Ah, okay, because I rolled the damage on the. It ended up showing up on D&D Beyond instead.
All right, double-click the parse. Double-click features and traits to parse. But until then, just go ahead and on roll 20 and just click the purple explosive battle axe name, and I'll roll the damage for you. And these are one-handed, correct?
Yes, they are already should be going in as one-handed attacks. I forgot. Okay.
I'm
I'll
just gonna
roll
click
it
them.
off. Yeah.
So 16
there.
and 17. Woof. That's 18 and 19. What's that added together? Help.
37.
Thank you.
37?
37 points of slashing damage from those.
And so I don't know if this would go through, because it doesn't really specify if it's used as a reaction, action, or not. Would I
It
be
has
able
to
to
be
use
on
it?
your turn.
Okay,
This is a reaction.
got it. And
So-
in that case, that's all I can do.
Yeah, there's the turn, the round, and then the encounter.
Mhm.
In that order of bigness. Okay, Iophanis, that was your first attack is a 23 to hit. 9 points of bludgeoning damage to you, Halvis, and I need for you to roll me an acrobatics or athletics check to get out of its grapple.
You said athletics
Or acrobatics, whichever is best for you. Okay, you are not grappled. Iophanis has more attacks. It's a natural 20.
Oh boy.
18 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need another escape save.
Said 18 points of damage and another escape save.
As he's screaming and ripping into you. Give me a body!
Oh.
You are not grappled. Caro, are there any more attacks? That is the end of its turn. Maresh, it is now your turn.
All right. We're going to upcast my probably third favorite spell and hit Iophanis with a 4th level Cloud of Daggers.
Okay, just 20 points of straight up slashing damage. It sucks. Okay, he is now engulfed in a cloud of daggers.
And then I will spend, how many sorcery points is it? One sorcery point to turn one of my cantrips into a bonus action.
Okay.
And we are going to hit him with a Shocking Grasp.
Okay. Natural 20.
Let's go.
Nice.
Okay. So 9 plus 7 is 16 plus 3. That's 19 points of damage. Damn.
Almost 40 points of damage in one turn. Let's go.
Yeah, I know. You guys are hitting hard. Legendary action.
No, stop that.
Just going to attack Maresh.
That's fair.
Roll the attack unarmed strike, not just the action. That's 21 to hit.
I forget. If my armor class meets that, does he still hit?
Yes.
Then, yeah, it'll hit. I'm not going to waste my shield on that.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an acrobatics or athletics check, and also take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Eight damage.
You are now grappled. As that happens, and as he grabs you by the throat, he turns you just slightly to one side. And his teeth, as you see, shing, teeth go wide and long.
Boy.
Okay. Halvis, it is now your turn.
First, I am going to, if I can find it again. Bonus action, cast Spirit Shroud,
Okay, Spirit Shroud is among you.
and that would end up being radiant damage.
Copy
Oops.
that.
Okay, I'm going to make sure I didn't click the wrong thing. And for my action, which one was it? I will cast poison spray
Okay.
at Iophanis.
Okay. Poison spray is gonna be a con save. Also, you gain 1 point of healing from a healing yodel. Iophanis, check your resistances, please. It's a poison spell, so I just want to make sure. Poisons are the most resisted type. It's going to use this
Boo.
legendary save to completely negate the damage.
Oh. Is that his 4th legendary action? How many does he
legendary
have?
saves are different than legendary actions. Legendary actions recover every turn. Legendary saves are just for the day.
Ah.
Okay. So, Halvis, is that it?
Yes, that is it.
Keisha, it's now your turn.
Okay. So regarding the Red Rose ability, I know it's a bonus action to create the orb. Is it also a bonus action to crush it and do my Blood Knight thing?
Yes, it would be.
Okay, so
You have to
For
draw it on one
now-
turn and then activate it on a different turn.
okay, so for now, I will use my bonus action to draw it to
Before
get
you-
squishy.
Before you do so, it's going to
Okay.
use a legendary action after Halvis's turn. That's an advantage, so please roll again because you're grappling.
Uh,
Oh boy.
Okay. You're going to take 5 points of piercing and 14 points of necrotic damage, Maresh, as he chomps into the side of your neck, and you feel this cold, icy pain as he drinks your blood. You are going to gain. It is going to gain 14 points of healing as it drinks you.
Holy crud.
Also, you take your maximum hit points are reduced by 14.
Holy crud. Maresh,
he
how
just-
you doing?
He just holds you and drinks you as he lifts you higher, and your feet dangle from below. Okay, Keisha.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to draw the blood using my bonus action to get squishy.
Okay.
But for now, I'm going to strike once with my battle axe.
19 will hit.
Okay, so on top of that, I'm going to use one of my maneuvers, which 'cause I haven't done any of them yet, right?
You haven't done any yet, no.
Okay, so I'm going to use that to do disarming attack.
To disarm a target, forcing it to drop one item of your choice that it's holding, which would technically be Maresh. That's very funny.
Would it be
Uh,
Halvis too, or is he not grappled anymore?
He's not grappled. Alvis was never grappled.
Okay, so in this case, I would have him drop Maresh, the first
In an
one.
attempt to disarm the target, so
It needs to roll a DC of strength saving throw of 18.
18.
Yep.
All right, Maresh is dropped.
thank you.
And then it seems more focused on Halvis. So I'm going to go in for my second attack. Please hit. All right.
24 does hit.
Oh, wait. I also need to roll a thing for the superiority die, I think. Right?
No, you just expend the die to do a thing.
Oh, no, because it says...
Add the spirit
Um,
to the attack's damage. Yes, I'm sorry. I
so just
apologize.
yeah, so it'd be an extra 1.
It's okay. Just it's an extra 1 point of damage. Not too bad.
Yep. And then after I hit with that second attack, I'm going to utilize maneuvering attack.
Okay. The next attack is 18 points of damage, and you're going to use another superiority dice. Okay. Expend one superiority die to move one of your comrades into a more advantageous position. You choose a friendly creature you can see or hear you. That creature can then use its reaction to move up to half its speed without provoking attacks of opportunity. Okay. Who are you going to
So
have to move?
Who looks more hurt between Halvis and Maresh?
Halvis, definitely.
Mhm.
Okay, so in that case, Keisha, after she strikes with the second time, she's just gonna yell at Halvis, "Get out!"
Okay.
Now.
And how far can I move?
Up
Half
to
your
half.
movement.
Yeah.
So my movement's 25, so half would be
10 feet.
15?
10 feet.
10 feet?
So I think you can probably go like here. That's the
That's
farthest.
exactly what I was doing.
All right. And that was bonus action. Action. That should be it for now.
Okay. Sorry, lighting problems. Okay, Keisha, that is your turn. Nerbera, it's now your turn. You are in melee with this creature.
Bonus action hidden step.
Okay. You turn invisible for 1 turn.
And I am going to move back to here.
Okay.
And then action, take 2 shots with the longbow.
Copy that.
So then that drops the invisibility after I've moved.
Yes, it does. $20 and $21, they both hit. Are these with the fire arrows?
Yes.
Roll 2d4. Oh, I forgot to say this ages ago, but he's looking really rough. And right now, he is barely hanging on. Okay, Nabera, is that your full turn?
Yep.
Wayland, it's now your turn.
So he sees what's going on, sees him wake, and Winston go ahead and move 5 feet. And in a shaky voice, he says, let's get this over with. And he is going to cast Gift of Relier at 3rd level.
Okay. On whom?
Himself.
Okay. Do you want to describe what happens, or do you want me to?
I can describe what happens, I
Sure.
guess.
Go.
And for my action, Waylon is going to open his mouth, and as he opens his mouth, long black ebony tentacles come shooting out of it. And it's a 15-foot cone centered on Iophanis. And the tentacles kind of go around, slithering, slamming, wrapping itself onto the vampire. He needs to make a DC 15 save as the tentacles, black and wet, go ahead and slam into him.
Mm-hmm. Go do all those things.
Whew.
If he fails, he's gonna be grappled by the tentacles.
Dexterity saving throw, I think it is, right?
Yeah, it's a 14.
Dex
Oh,
save,
yeah.
please, from Iophanis. 21.
Oh, so he takes 9 points of damage and he is not grappled.
However, as that happens, you swarm him with enough damage that he... and you listen to a bunch of his bones snap inside of this large tentacly fan you have coming out of your mouth.
Nice.
May have misheard that. You said the tentacles came out of his mouth?
His mouth.
I mean, it's better than coming out of other places.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't need to elaborate.
Nope.
Hmm.
I mean, it's Cthulhu mythos. I get it. Ah. Also, the moment that you
Hero, stop.
the moment that you DM'd me this morning with that, and I'm like, it wasn't the fact that it was overpowered. It was, is that even gonna be allowed, or gonna give me a strike on Twitch if we decide to play that? But I'm glad that it's toned down as much as it is, which is fine.
Yeah.
So, with that, you hear his bones shatter, and you just watch his body go limp.
Alright. I need to make I'm gonna end the spell. And have the tentacles kind of slurp back into him violently.
Okay.
Um,
Your
he
jaw unhinges, and it and slams into your mouth slams shut. As that happens, the sides of your mouth are a little bit bloody from stretching, You have marks going across. You can see the redness across your face. You are going to take a little bit of damage from that.
Oh my goodness.
It's only
It's
one
just
point, though.
that-
It's not that bad.
Yeah. And it takes away from the temporary hit points, so.
Mhm.
Whew.
So you're fine.
Okay.
That
So
was
the rest
sick.
of you all see something kind of mind-bendingly weird. But Iophanis falls.
Sanity check.
I actually do have to do a wisdom check to see if I have any psychic damage from that.
Sure.
Oh god, alright.
Oh wow.
You do.
Jeez.
That does kind of mess with your head as well as it does your DM and everybody else that watch that.
We're all uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's a very uncomfortable spell. I'm giving you a card of inspiration for that because my god.
Nice.
So Waylon's gonna be on his knees at this point, tears streaming down his eyes.
Well, now that you're done talking about our audience, what are you going to be doing?
He's just gonna stay there, just like, it's done. It's done.
You watch as Iophanis' body starts turning into a very, very fine mist.
Oof.
Oh. You moved him. That's concerning.
I'm just going to assume the cloud of daggers goes away.
And my rage subsides.
Oh yeah, I needed to have done a concentration check for that. I forgot about that.
It's all good. No, didn't affect in the end. The rest of you are as you are. Some of you a little bit damaged. One of you bitten. I need a Constitution saving throw from Maresh. Okay, you're fine.
Nice.
The worst hickey of my life.
So the rest of you are now going through the aftermath of that combat.
Everyone okay?
The two rings lay on the floor.
I'll pick them back up. Is there anything different about them?
You notice that the diamond is now jet black.
Okay. Nerbera, you sensing any magic from this? This
You
thing
sense-
keeps changing colors.
You sense a very, very strong conjuration and necromancy.
That doesn't bode well. It's just the diamond, right? Not the band.
Roll. You're going to get a card of inspiration. You notice that the band is necromancy, but the diamond is conjuration.
Oh. Both match. Hey.
I'm gonna suck down one of my greater healing potions.
Okay, you do so.
Is anyone missing a card?
I am. I don't know about
Okay.
anybody else.
Then I will give you that card because I already have one.
Halvis, how you doing on spell slots?
Ravenous,
You
no.
got it?
My spell slots? I'm golden, to be honest.
Think you could spare another dispel magic? Or two, rather, I guess, since they're both enchanted.
Yeah. How strong do you want it?
Also, both of you roll me an intelligence check.
Intelligence. Okay.
Intelligence. It's up here.
So, both of you know that dispelling an artifact is not the same thing. It usually just suppresses the magic, but just temporarily. It doesn't negate it completely.
Uh, well, never mind on that then. We don't have any way to destroy them.
But,
Straight up.
And we still need the one with the diamond to get open the box of souls or whatnot, so we can look at that contract more.
True.
What kind of magic did you say was on the diamond and the band?
The diamond is conjuration. The band is necromancy.
And we're trying to destroy it? That's what you guys are saying?
I thought it might be a good idea, but we do like Nerbera said, we do still need it for the box.
Keisha's curious, and since she doesn't know anything about magic, she is going to... Can I see the ring for a second?
Sure.
As they hand off the ring to you, you investigate it, and you notice that it's a massive stone. In the setting that it's on, there's only 4 small, tiny platinum bands holding it in place.
Oh, platinum bands.
Yeah, so like
That's my
4
idea.
little tiny insets. I forget what they call them in rings, but the things that hold the stone down. Facets, I
Okay.
think.
Because
No,
Keisha
facets.
is...
You know what it is. You know what I'm talking about.
Since she can't break anything magically, she is just gonna wrap her hand around the diamond and just try to pop it off the band.
Okay, roll me a strength check.
At 20!
Okay, natural 20. So literally you just twist and pop, and it just comes right off. And as that happens, you listen to a coming from the other room.
Oh.
The door
Said
to
you
your
wanted to
south
break it.
flies open.
Oh no.
We're still out of initiative, right?
Still have initiative.
I'm sucking down my last greater healing because I'm still hurting.
So that's 1 more. Okay.
I'll pop a regular healing as well.
Okay.
8 points. Yeah.
I feel a little bit more comfortable now.
And Keisha's basically going to be like, you said you wanted it broken, and I have a knack for breaking things, as I've been told by Cinder. Here you go.
I appreciate the effort, Keisha.
As that happens, you watch as the stone begins to swirl. You see the black almost look like it's being sucked down into a whirlpool. And as you look into it, you can almost see what appears to be 2 faces that swirl down. And the blackness subsides from them, washing them clean. And you watch as 2 little motes of light fly down past that door that just opened. And you watch as that room now glows brightly.
Oh. I think we should follow those lights, everyone. Something strange is happening.
I will hide behind Keisha.
Alright.
Halfling. Still can't.
I should drop down to the floor first then.
Okay. So as you all get to the doorway, you hear the sound of crying, but you hear happy tears. You hear muffled laughter. And as you look inside, you can see Iophanis embracing Laura,
Oh.
his white-haired wife, as they cry in each other's arms. Iophanis' wounds healing slowly, slowly, slowly. But Laura just stroking his hair, saying, "Shh, I'm here. I'm here. I'm back. Halvis, roll me a
Is-
perception check.
Perception.
You feel your backpack get about 50 pounds lighter.
That's odd.
I see your
Right,
mouth
detect-
moving, but I can't hear what you're saying.
Do I detect any magic coming in that room?
You detect no magic inside this room.
Hey. I grabbed the portable hole
Okay.
and looked to see if that's why it got lighter.
You rifle through what you have and what you had, and you notice the mortar and pestle is gone.
Okay, well, I'll call out to them. Lord and Lady Dranis, are you all right?
He says, yes. Paule, please. I will not fight. All of this is just to bring her back. She's here. And you see that he's nigh inconsolable at this point. She says, thank you. I was stuck in there for so long. It feels like years. I'm so sorry.
Well, don't apologize. We're glad we were able to help free you. Perhaps you'd like these back now? And I'll offer them the bands.
As
Not
they
the diamond, just the bands.
Okay. As they do, Iophanis takes his gladly, but she looks down and she says, that's not my ring.
What?
My ring is gold. What is this?
I don't know.
These were the rings we found downstairs. On the fingers of a statue.
My ring is gold, and it had 3 stones on it, but they were all sapphire.
We haven't seen a ring such as that. Perhaps someone else took it before we got here.
I see. And you brought me back, and you brought my love back to me. It's all that matters. It's just material things. I don't care. You may keep the ring.
Alice,
you-
weren't you looking for him?
Yes. My good lord, now that you are not trying to kill us, I have a slight issue that I'm pretty sure that you can solve.
Okay. The moment that he looks at you, he realizes what you mean, and he buries his hand in his face, or his face in his hands, saying, "Oh my God, what have I done? I've hurt so many people. I'm so sorry." And you can see like there's true remorse and terror in his face. He comes close to you, and he says, "There is a cure. I will bring it to you. Please, you all may stay. I offer you my home."
Thank you for your kindness, Lord.
Much
I th-
appreciated.
I think... No. I think you misunderstand. My home is now yours. You brought my
Oh.
life back to me. This is all that I could ever ask for. Everything inside you may have. If this is where you wish to be, you may live here.
Then maybe you could tell us. We're also looking for a friend of ours that we need to find. A ruby dragon. Are they here?
As that happens, you hear a door open from behind you.
I was about to ask him if he knew about Arena being in the house.
You
Yeah,
see
me too.
Nicole, the vampire spawn that you did not kill, and Oriana coming out from behind you. And you notice that Oriana is telling, is like, no, Nicole, move forward. That's right. Quickly now. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. And Nicole moves forward, still the wild look in her eye and the dripping of blood from previous fights. Oriana moves forward. And as she does, she gets to the very top of the staircase. She flicks her fingers, and your skeleton does a little jump 20 feet. Just a little move right over. And she says, I believe that there's an introduction that needs to happen, if you don't mind.
My name is Zemfaxi, but I prefer Oriana when I'm feeling pretty.
It's a very pretty name.
Thank you. I think so too.
Fascinating.
Now, I understand that Laura and Iophanis, that the Dranuses have been brought back together. Yes?
Indeed, they have. We freed the lady's soul from her binding.
In which case, I think that we can do business, or at least have a nice conversation over a glass of wine.
Sounds lovely. We've been looking for you, actually.
Give me one moment. I have a little bit of business to take care of with this one. And you see that she starts running her finger around the brow of Nicole. As that happens, her hair turns from a jet black to a bright red. Her eyes start to reveal new color that was once sucked away by all the necrotic forced changes that was happening to her. Her body goes from this feralness to this grace. And you see this emulsion of darkness escape from her down to her feet and out across the floor. As it all escapes, it escapes out the door where you hear "Ah!" very quickly. Although she looks very dazed, Nicole falls back into Oriana's arms, where she literally just holds her with one hand, puts her back up, mutters a few words, and then begins to float. So, as Nicole is brought back to the bed, to the bedrooms, she is laid to sleep. Oriana does a big stretch, and after that happens, she says, so, you've saved 2 vampires, killed many more, and you're going to help Felden's birth.
Let's have wine and tell me everything.
And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Awesome.
Woo!
Okay. So get ready for this EXP dump. This one's going to be a little bit bigger than the others. 27,000. Split 5 ways.
5400.
Nice. You were able to figure out the Mindwrecker vampire riddles. You found different magic items. You were able to reunite Laura and Iophanis. And you were able to do so without completely annihilating Iophanis.
Hey, Biz, guess what?
What's it?
Oh my god.
I'm level 12.
You're level 12? All right. You want to
Yep.
keep going in Wizard?
I have to for this last level.
Okay.
You maniac.
I rolled a 5.
I
Okay,
rolled a
take
4.
the 5. All right. Did anybody else hit that level up?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, the caravan is looking very, very close to leveling up. So get ready for that. But for now, you now have Iophanis's and Laura's mansion. So this is going to be another one of your strongholds. So no longer will the caravan need to roam if they do not wish to. Felden's Birth can be your home.
Sick.
Awesome.
Nice.
So
It's a
therefore,
pretty swanky place.
pretty swanky place. If anybody would like to download this is also available on Ark and Forge, known as the Umberhold Mansion. By all means, please do so, or you can download it on our Discord, link at the top. Did you guys have fun?
Oh, heck
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Nice. I had a lot
Riddles
of fun.
abound.
A lot of fun things that I wanted to do in this session. I knew you guys were going to get to them eventually. I just did not think that door puzzle was going to be so tricky. Just so that everybody feels like not too freaked out about it, if you would have went in, you would have just saw a flashback. That's it.
Oh, okay.
So it wouldn't have been that bad.
Huh.
Okay. Before we go, does anybody have any questions?
Is the cure for Halvis going to happen next session that he plays, or is it
The cure
already?
for Halvis is readily available if Halvis chooses to cure himself.
Got it.
What's going to happen to the two vampires now? Are they just going to leave?
Mm-hmm. They're very powerful
Um,
vampires, so they'll be able to make it on their own.
Wait, you never seen Castlevania before?
There you go.
Were those two vampires the reason why our one vampire at our butcher shop, was he the one who turned her? Or was it the ruby dragon that caused it?
It wasn't.
Fair.
Laura was the one who turned her.
Ah.
But Laura was in between death and the next phase. She was caught between it because of the band. Which now you all have two items that need to be identified, which is the stone of the ring and the ring itself.
Well, we didn't use our Zever this game. Can we do that real quick before we raid?
You can have one item that you can identify. Which do you wish to identify? You can also identify the books. But you can only identify one book.
I'm thinking the band. What about y'all?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm thinking the band.
Okay. It is a band of undying loyalty. If you pledge your undying loyalty to a person and you give them this band, you cannot die as long as they live. However, you will live a half-life, a cursed life.
Interesting.
I know. I bumped out a little bit of Harry Potter, but that's such a good line.
It's like,
Okay.
wait, what?
I'm
In our
glad I
next
didn't
set-
do what I was going to do.
There you go. In our next session, we will be chatting with Zemfaxi, Oriana for short, or Oriana when she's feeling pretty, and Zem for short if you decide to. So with that, are there any more questions before we raid Critical Role? Get you guys some trouble bubbles? Trouble bubbles?
Mr. Kui Kui asked in the
Kai
chat,
Kai.
is Kai, sorry.
My other
Is-
half.
Quickly.
Kui Kui,
That's it.
are all the traps and such disarmed now that this is our home?
If you want them to be.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Anything else, guys?
No, I'm good.
All good on my end.
Awesome. Thank you all so very, very much. We're going to be coming back again Thursday. If you'd like to play, please sign up here in our Discord. You'll find out how to roll off in the explanations page. Thank you very, very much to Caro and Nubs for playing a wonderful game, making it nice, spooky, and challenging, and also heckling the shit out of us. Damn it.
It was really hard.
Swear jar.
I know. I'll put that in. I'll put that in later.
Nickel for every time I heard that.
Yeah. Thank you very, very much, everybody. So I really hope that I get the chance to see you all again. Please roll off really soon. We're getting close to the end of the summer, and things are going to be wild. Horsenio, I cannot wait for your content when you decide for that. I am all in.
Oh, yes.
I am looking forward to seeing you all in the next show. Thank you very much for the new viewers, too. I see that we have quite a few new ones. Thank you very much, and I can't wait to see you guys. Enjoy all those trouble bubbles, and I will pop this up on YouTube 10:30 tomorrow. Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
And we are probably not rating at all.
Not yet.
Maybe.
Pooper doodles.
Oh, my goodness.
There it
There it
is.
is.
There
Oh,
it goes.
It did work? Okay, it didn't work on mine.
So I have to tell because Horsenio's.
Wow, that was
so
great.
interested.
Yeah.
The Mindbreaker plan was to
Very-
on its next turn.
Very
was going
glad we did not get reduced to bumbling piles of mush by that mind sucker.
keep
Uh,
talking for me.
The Mindbreaker plan was going to cast Major Image and make Iophanis appear at the desk, and then go right after Mad Cthulhu, or tried to charm one of you to help him with the Halvis situation.
Oh.
Oh man.
That was the whole
Yeah.
thing there.
So I
But
do
if
have
you
to.
didn't hit,
Yeah,
Oh,
so
sorry.
I do have to apologize to you too, Caro, because I know that I said that one was going to be a phantasm. So if they were going to try to attack it, nothing would happen. But we were so far into the session, or
Yeah.
so far into time, I was like,
it always
okay,
happens. It's all good.
I have to make that one real. So thank you for being so fluid with that.
It's fine.
Do you guys have a good time though? Was everything fun?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I really
Was anyone
enjoyed the
danger
riddles.
close?
Cool. Well, I'm gonna try to put a lot more of those mental gymnastics into this, because it's getting to the point now where I'm having a hard time throwing monsters at you that are gonna be worth it. That was a CR13 vampire, and I think I could throw 3 of those at you, and then it would be very dangerous.
And we just nuked it.
Yeah, you totally
We got
nuked
lucky.
him. But then again, that vampire is supposed to be at the end of you fighting like 30 other creatures on your way up to kill it. So you're supposed to be a little bit exhausted by the time you reach it. So
You're also
that's sort
not
of the
supposed to
difference
have
of
a
this
long
game.
rest.
Or a long rest, yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that we're like, we're tired. Let's go home and come recuperate and come back.
Let's go back real quick. Wait, hold up. That's illegal.
They can wait for one more day.
Zarkus, you are still live on your side.
Oh, I'm still alive.
Oh, he will be until he hits end, but then we'll lose him, I think. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, isn't this the
Depends on
post
recording.
show?
Yeah, because I just did it,
Where's
like,
the-
did my head shake, and I could see it on the...
It's the post shenanigans.
Yeah, it's the post shenanigans that we usually do, right?
I could turn on my camera
Yeah.
and really make it shenanigans.
You got the crop.
Uh,
You know-
3.
You know what? I can add some shenanigans too.
Oh no.
It was such a fun game.
yeah, man.
I would like to kill him now. Oh, do you want to tell them the fancy thing that was going to happen if they didn't do the thing?
Yeah, he
With
was
the
gonna
diamond?
resurrect every 10 minutes and come after you all again if you didn't figure
Oh
out the
my
diamond.
Surprise!
Hooray for breaking things.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the idea was that he was just going to keep coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. So Oriana was going to be there and just say, "You're not done yet. You're not done yet. Go figure this out. You're not done yet." And he was just going to keep coming at you and trying to kill you.
I was also curious because you guys left the mist up there. I was just like, y'all just leave the vampire mist? You're not going for the full kill? Okay,
Well, not everybody
Well,
knows what the vampire
we
mist
said-
does.
fair enough.
When you said mist, I thought it was just like the ashes of the other guy, like he was just there.
Yeah, Yeah, I thought so too.
I kind of know what the mist does, but my thought was to figure out where he'd be resurrecting, but I didn't know how quick we could figure it out.
Hmm.
I kind of studied up on vampires over the last 2 weeks.
Deciding if you wanted to become one.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Be the mind drinker. Drink all the intelligence.
You could do that.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, everybody, I'm exhausted, and I still got a full day of work tomorrow. You guys have been a ton of fun. Thank you all so very, very much, and I'll see